the daily grind got you living in the grey? Well, stop weeping into your tankard and throw a coin on the bar for Captain Seafloor, and he'll spin some lore for you. They call themselves Cornelia Club, and they were a collective of the bravest, baddest, shortest idiots that's ever come around these parts. They traveled all across Aventide and ended up sailing straight into doom itself. A place of nothing but death and terror. I know, because I've been there myself, but I can tell you it ain't no picnic. Their journey began some time before with a mysterious invite from a stranger that took them into the Darthwood, the forest of the dead. That's where they came upon a most unsavory figure by the name of Daye, the spitting image of one of the 7 adventurers. Turns out, Daye and their friend were merely fragments of a powerful god king, Eleazar the Deathless. One of 10 fragments, to be exact. This god king Eleazar shattered himself along the world thousands of years ago, leaving his fragments scattered throughout the world. And shattered he lay for 1,000 years. But to hide a power like Eleazar's forever? No, that would be impossible. Now the oracles of Aventide have envisioned his return, and whispers of his ending slumber echo through the halls of fate. Unless they could collect the fragments and bring them together, who knows what destruction a shattered god could want. Well, Cornelia Co., you remember them, set off to make Eleazar whole again. They faced monstrous clackers and hordes of undead. They felled monsters taller than an inn. And some of them even got lucky. At the gambling tables, you pervert. And now, fate leads them into the mouth of the sea and off the very edge of the known world, straight into the belly of the Crimson Madness. That's right. Dead men sometimes tell tales. Now buy me another round.
Hello everyone, welcome to MinusOneCHarisma, Dungeons & Dragons stream. It's Monday night, and every Monday night we play our Chronicles in Aventide campaign.
Chronicles!
And right now, we're doing the Crimson Madness arc, which is a small virus that can be transmitted through any number of means. Sound familiar? And causes loss of taste. No, I'm just kidding. It just kills you.
Just rapid death.
It just makes you explode. Literally. Thank you for being with us.
Infect everything around you.
And it's also Jaymes the DM's birthday. Hey!
Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Jaymes DM.
James!
1 year
Happy
older.
birthday!
You're
It
old.
is my birthday. I'm old. I'm older. As George Carlin
Older
says,
but wiser.
older sounds like it might last a little longer.
For your birthday,
That's
can
fair.
we get you a new background that looks like you're not taking a yearbook photo?
Oof.
You know what?
Oh man. Oh man. Everyone's bringing daggers tonight.
You know what?
Just for that, you're going
Happy
to the
birthday,
volcano.
James.
I'm out. Thanks, everyone.
What would Jaymes be, by the way? Like, most likely to what? Most likely to TPK a party, right? Probably.
Yeah.
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 None of you have
James,
died.
most likely
None of you
to
have
become a
died.
supervillain.
Most
likely to be a
villain.
Most likely to be a supervillain. Yeah, most likely to end up with minions somehow.
Yeah, and he did. Look.
Most likely to
I like it.
publicize his D&D game in 20 years.
That's just too on the nose.
It is a little on the nose. I apologize.
I'll come back with something. I'm like really thinking.
Okay. Good. Well, while you think,
Just eat that popcorn and keep thinking.
Let's set the tone a little bit here. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm craft eating.
That's tone music. All right, guys. Here's the thick of it. You guys are on a volcano.
Oh, I don't like that.
Some of
sir.
you on the side of a volcano, some of you inside a volcano. And there's a whole inhabitants of these 20-foot snake creatures with giant tridents,
grow
which Dresden found out hurt like crazy when they're jabbed into your body.
Fact.
That's where we left off. Well, not quite where we left off, but that's generally where we left off. Why are my notes? I gotta find a better way to do these notes. There's the...
I mean, that's
Well,
laying
every
we
time I-
leaving a
completed our
little bit. They're burying the lead a little. Just a kiss.
We're all safely back.
Okay.
I
on
do
the
remember
boat.
peril
The party-
and lava.
The party is split, all right? The party is split. We have two parties. Party number Stealth,
Party
consisting of
two.
Pup and Cornelia, and party number the other guys and gal. Dresden, Steve, Trust, and Rezik. Party number Stealth, consisting of Pup and Cornelia. You guys feel heat and sweat and fatigue. Your vision blurring. Lines of heat all around you, blocking any vision, any depth of field. You are literally cooking alive in this volcano right now. And you're about, medium rare. The world slows. Pup, you look across this giant vat of lava. Let me pull up this vat of lava real quickly. You guys, giant worm. Oh, there was a giant worm.
Once again, burying
I
the
need to
lead.
tuck that around. Of course. You guys over here, down here. You guys
Don't
were
worry
trying.
about the giant worm behind the curtain.
You guys are trying to get to these flowers over here.
We're all gonna die.
these magma lotus, the pollen of which, when curated, we'll say, I can't. What's the word I'm looking for? When
Distilled.
distilled. There's a good word.
Hopefully
When
it's just
distilled,
like
the pollen.
forced in your mouth.
Yeah, this pollen. Well, you don't know, but the pollen apparently can cure miraculous diseases. And
Refined?
even stave off this crazy. Yeah. When cultured.
Smoked?
No.
What are we going for?
When smoked. Yes, cultured. You guys. This crimson madness that has taken Rezik and Steve, slowly pumping through their veins, deteriorating their bodies from the inside out. It can even block this supernatural magical disease, or at least slow it down to where you might be able to find a cure. And as you know, previously, there was a big old giant worm boy, and this is smaller than scale. It just, you're looking at it at an angle, so it looks smaller. Had jumped out of this fire. A pet
Sounds like a
of this king of these almost fire elemental. And you guys decided there's no time. Outside you can hear your friends battling, explosions going off. You assume Dresden's being killed in this grotesque way. And so you guys decide, instead of trying to sneak around all of these patrols, you're just going to try and jump across and land on this tiny little piece of flaming hot rock, or grab onto the side of this cliff face wall with only inches between
You
you
say
and this
it like
magma
that.
lava. And that's what you had already decided, so there's no going back now. Cornelia, you had jumped onto Pup's shoulders. You have this flying cape, this innate ability to take wind and maneuver it so you could almost fly through the air. Unfortunately, in here, this place, this inferno, it's like the air in here is just like this giant wind cauldron, just shooting air in all different just different directions angrily. So it's a very, very tough. It's a very, very tough place to maneuver, and not only at this giant lava cauldron called a volcano. Lava cauldron.
The best words.
Oh wow.
The best words.
Doing great. It's your
You
birthday.
guys,
okay. You got a pass.
It's his birthday. It's his birthday.
And Melissa, you
love
attempted to
it.
catch this winds with this flying cape you have to shoot over this gap and try and land in this impossibly small gap. Now, unfortunately, you had already been plagued with some sort of heat stroke, giving you a level of exhaustion, giving you disadvantage on your rolls. As you run, you guys take a step forward, and then another, as Pup starts to run towards this gap, putting all of their trust in you, Cornelia. And you gain so much speed that there's an instant, Pup and Cornelia, when you realize you guys run across that gap and you get to the edge and there's no turning back. There's no slowing down. There's no going back. And that's the second you hear this loud, deep rumbling. From outside. This horn of alarm. The distraction, your friends, outside. We cut back, outside, to party number, the other guys and gals.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Does
You
one
guys
of them
look
have,
up.
like, Boromir's horn? Like one of those
you
big
hear
old,
this-
like, snaky boys?
Yeah. And it's got like 4 or 5 different
Nice.
curls to it. And you're like, wow. I would love to see the animal that this thing was sitting on.
Yeah, I want to
One
steal that.
pulls out, calls out from all different directions. You guys are being chased from the west and the south end of this island as you guys are running kind of north up the coast of this very, very hard, rocky terrain, this kind of
Wait, did
new lava.
We said which direction we were running? I thought we were getting back
was
on
really-
the ice and floating backwards. I didn't say,
Mhm.
we never said where we were going.
General direction. It's fine. Don't worry.
Well, you guys were running. At last I heard you guys were running away, and they were coming from
Yeah.
like the west and the south. So I assume you guys are
Yeah,
heading
no, we
kind
were
of
running
to
away
the
from
north,
them.
since the
Okay.
east is
Well, in my
just
mind,
ocean.
it was like water, us, them, and the only way back was back the water. So I didn't
thought
understand
as
that.
well, yeah.
I mean, pretty
Yes.
much, but there's also some mountain to work with.
All right.
We
all
can
right.
follow the coast.
Now that I'm on the same page, I was just got picked up. I don't know where I'm going.
That's what I'm saying. Just hold on.
Yeah. Yes.
Hold
just
on, I got you.
It's
I
tough.
got you.
It's tough. As you guys see, the image outside, this giant cloud of fog blocking a massive part of the beach, providing cover for you guys. And you guys, those on the outside, see this handsome-looking knight with very, very short, stubbly hair and this big swoosh of red in the front, named Dresden.
Yeah, he does.
A tiny tiefling under his arm, screaming profanities, clearly unhappy, and you see this knight bounding impossibly high up out of the smoke, and then back into the smoke, and then jumping up again out of the
Also
smoke,
screaming obscenities.
and then out of the smoke, also yelling obscenities, followed by a young boy with 2 pistols cocked. You see a wizard with a big yellow handkerchief or a scarf around his neck, and a halfling with his bow and his eyes. This halfling clearly moving with proficiency on this coastline, and you just see a flood of these giant 20-foot snake demi-humans running in your direction. The second that horn sounds inside, Pup, Cornelia, Team Stealth, you guys leave the ground. That horn sounds. Everyone inside, shoo, their heads turn, and you hear this rumbling right underneath you. And that's where we begin this episode. Pup,
Oh my god.
in front of you. In front of you,
Nothing.
boiling lava starts to mound up. The sound of this horn causing a crazy stir, and right
Yeah,
before
and
you.
it's absolutely chaos in my ears. It's so terrifying.
Is there? Uh-oh.
Yeah. It sounds like death is coming directly for
What
us.
happened?
I'm so
I don't
overwhelmed. I
Where's
can't
the other
even-
song coming from?
It's the original one is still playing. And then it's just like bong, bong. I was like, oh my god, he remixed it. We're not gonna fucking survive if he remixed it.
The soundtrack is mixed into it. Bong.
There's
God, I'm
no
not
other song
kidding.
playing. What is happening?
Do you have a song playing on roll 20 on accident that like is maybe? Because I know roll 20 can play sounds. and
Because I'm
music.
stress eating nonstop, like for real.
We only hear one.
I don't
that
hear
birthday
two
popcorn,
things
man, you
either.
know? Yeah, I just hear one too.
Well, I think you shut down the
I
other
hear one now.
The original song is still playing. You turned off the other.
Yeah.
But nothing
Song's
should be
supposed to be
playing.
off.
It's what
What?
your face is telling me.
Yeah.
Getting word, it is his birthday, so this is okay. It's his birthday, it's okay. All right.
He gets a free
I'm just
pass.
glad I'm
today.
not hearing
Yeah.
Bobby twice this week. That was weird.
Bobby from the great beyond.
Yeah, basically.
I love how perplexed he is. This is great.
This is awesome.
Well, hey, this gives us a
I
few
don't know why
moments to
that
say
song's
goodbye
playing.
to one another. Goodbye, everyone.
Hi guys.
It's been
Nice-
very
nice
fun.
knowing you guys.
It's been fun
Yeah.
playing these characters.
Yep.
Look for me and my next character.
I just don't know why it's still playing this thing.
We're
Oh,
all
okay.
being
If I did this.
clerics
I need to get a gif of Kate just eating this popcorn now. This is amazing.
Just cut back and forth between the two of us eating our popcorn.
Yeah.
Just stress
It's so
eating,
it's
yeah.
so good. It's
We just
so
all need to
good.
get something to stress eat right now.
Oh man.
All right. It stopped. It stopped.
Okay. Progress.
I just had to
like
turn
our
off the
hearts.
stream deck. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Thank
you guys
you,
hear that?
Steve.
Yeah, that sounds
All right.
ominous.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna check the audio.
Pup. Giant. No faith in me whatsoever.
Fucking just low key into the mic. Yeah, I'm gonna check that audio. Fucking trust but verify over here. Fucking Gorbachev.
Yeah, that's good. Someone's got to do it.
All right. Pup, Cornelia, you guys jump into the air and a horn goes up.
Okay, all right. We're sounding good. We're sounding good. Yeah.
You lost
The most
it.
low key shade. Fucking everyone. Just 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Happy birthday, Gabe!
Yeah, I'll check the audio. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Working. Yeah. Should be working. Go check the audio. Go check that audio. Okay. A mound of lava starts to build up and build up. You guys lift off. Pup, you jump into the air. And it's too late to turn back as you see this explosion of lava come out as this worm erupts from the ground right in front of you, responding to that horn. Pup, give me a dexterity saving throw for you and Cornelia. Cornelia, what did you roll yesterday for your flight check to maneuver these incredibly dangerous and chaotic winds inside this giant cauldron of lava?
Total, I rolled a 13.
A 13.
Bobby Daye.
So who knows what that means?
That is dangerously in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Pup,
Okay,
what
I'm
did you
rolling
get
a
for
dex
your
save?
Dexterity saving throw.
Hold on, I'm rolling a Bobby dice. We'll see.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, we
hold
can
up.
blame Bobby. We can blame Bobby if
I don't
everything
know.
goes
I don't know why
terribly
you
Dice
wrong.
did that.
in a colon.
Oh,
no.
So,
Oh, no.
Tower.
Don't get
Bobby
me
dice in
involved
the
with
colon
it.
tower.
Spread that blame around.
risky.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Dicey, if you will.
Oh no.
I'll leave.
No.
That,
No.
it's blurry, but it looks like a
It's
woman.
7. It looks like
Oh no!
By our powers combined, you
will
That's
wipe
it
the
for an
party.
8.
character.
Plus
I remember Pup shape-shifting into a halfling, so pretty sure they can re-roll that 1.
Oh, Daye, you're muted.
Daye, you're muted.
Damn it! Did I give you guys inspiration when before you left, or did I not do that?
You gave us
No.
hit points. I know
Yeah.
that.
I did give you
gave him
hit
hit
points.
But them, not us. We were hit away too soon before anything happened. Remember when they spanked the
Yeah, somebody
owl
slapped
away?
a bird. What an asshole.
Yeah,
Cornelia,
yeah.
poof, you jump into the air. You try and stabilize. It's not going well, but you think you can do it for a split second until up this giant worm right in front of you, just dripping with magma as you fly straight towards it. And you try and get above it and try and get above it, and Pup, you lift your legs as high as you physically can to try and just barely miss this thing. But unfortunately, smack straight into this thing. Now you have two options. Pup, you can grab onto this thing and maybe try and jump back the way you came. And you can let go of Cornelia and let her kind of go. Or you guys can try and maneuver this a different direction. But Pup, covered in lava, this thing smacks right into your body. You take 5 points of magma damage as this smacks against you. And you could feel it burning and cooling. Magma
Can I
damage.
react?
At least it cauterized.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not bleeding out, right? I'm not bleeding out.
Is it not just like a
Go,
Mario
go.
situation? You just say, whoa, 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 whoa.
Invisibility. You both. By the way, you both are invisible. I forgot to reiterate. Invisibility. If you get hit, does it cancel out?
I know if you make an attack, it cancels out.
Yes.
Probably
But I don't.
if the caster probably has to maintain concentration on it, I believe, right? So if they
Yeah,
take-
so I guess
Yeah,
if
it's just
I
a caster.
still
Okay, so
have-
as long as Trust doesn't take any hits, you're fine. And Cornelia, you had self-cast invisibility on yourself, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so Pup, you smack against this thing. Cornelia, you're holding fast, and Pup is basically grabbed onto your legs and is just burning alive against this mega hot giant worm.
Can
What are
I
you guys
react
doing?
and try to go? I want to try to hold on to Pup and just redirect and just try to go around it. If I could,
How close
up.
is
Okay.
the worm to the other side where we're trying to get to?
You guys, let's just go to this map. This thing has exploded right here. You
hold
guys
on to Pup
flew.
and peel her off, basically. Peel
You
them
guys
off.
smacked against it, basically right here. They just smacked against the side of this thing.
Am
we're on-
I am I able to let go of Cornelia and then run across the worm to the other side?
Yes, you absolutely are. Roll a
Fucking lava run.
Yeah.
a acrobatics check. Cornelia, Pup, let's
The
go.
rule is
You
don't
start
touch the
float.
lava.
Cornelia also roll me a dexterity, not a dexterity, acrobatics check with disadvantage to see how you can stabilize.
This way,
that.
like at
Pup,
least
let's
one
go.
person survives.
This is the most Pup thing ever, being like, wait, lava? Can I run? The floor is lava? I run across it. Yes.
Mac and cheese floor.
Oh my god.
17 with disadvantage.
A 17, nice. So Cornelia, you kind of just float. You ride those winds and you kind of ride straight up, just to try and catch your bearings. You kind of fly up around, and you
And
see
can I?
all around you. What was that?
Oh, what do I see first?
I was gonna say, you see all around you these patrols that had been walking around. They all start to run towards an exit. These other cave doors. This guy runs out to the right, and this in the middle, that kind of bluish colored one, slightly bigger than the rest, that had that massive trident, looks to the side, holds his hand out very, very quickly, holds it in a circular, and then this portal appears, and quickly he and the others with him run through this portal and disappear. Pup, what did you roll?
21.
A 21. Pup, burning every step. You jump both of you guys. Now, Cornelia, you were about over here, way up in the air. Pup, you jump over to this side. Are you gonna try and
When I
jump
let go
all
of
the way-
her, I would have said, meet you at the flowers, because we can't see each other.
Are you gonna try and land on this wall? Or are you gonna try and land on this platform? Or are you gonna try and land, there's this tiny little rock here that's just red hot.
I would probably try to land above, like right above where that red rock is.
So you're gonna try and grab the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, roll an athletics save. Meanwhile, or an athletics check. Meanwhile, all of you outside, you hear this deep, strange, almost rhythmic sound as you guys are running, and you look up on this giant blue salamander-looking worm man holding a giant trident, and 3 more of these decorated, very high-ranking looking officers come out. He looks around for 2 seconds, points his staff straight at you guys. This weird, toothy smile goes up on his face, and he holds his trident into the air. This big red ruby starts to, and at that exact second, you guys turn, look at each other, but you notice Steve running down the coast, far ahead of the rest of you, and you think for a split second, is he? But then he jumps up onto a rock, pulls out 2 guns at the very same time, points them up at the top of the coast. Boom! This blast from shooting 2 of these weapons, these boomlings, the essence of boom in these guns goes off, and you see his body rockets off into the ocean as these 2 bullets.
Full on Marty McFly.
Boom! One of the bullets smashes into this ruby. This ruby instantly starts to shake and vibrate. The other shot, that big blue one, he was speaking these words, these runic words that Rezik, you would have understood was some kind of arcane inscription, clearly meant to cast a big spell, but that bullet right into the back of his throat. And you see him just fall. The spear hits the ground, starts to shake, and explodes. Shards of this ruby start to rain down all over the coast. And all of the people, those snake people, for a second, you guys are looking up at them, they're looking at you, and those who had run down, those had kind of run down, looked up, seeing their leader just taken out, look to each other, and they start to scream back and forth something. You guys on the coast, you guys got a quick second. What are you guys doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're running.
Okay,
wherever Steve's body like fucking hit the water. I'm just assuming like
and
there's
he's skimmed a couple times. He kind of
Oh my
to a
god.
wave and starts.
Yeah, we gotta get the ice barge out there.
Behind us, are they?
Well, there had been some in that
I hold
big
trussed
smoke
up behind-
cloud who didn't
over my
really follow
shoulder.
you. The others, and they moved incredibly fast along this rocky terrain, which is much harder for you guys to maneuver in. They're about a turn, maybe a turn and a half away from getting to you guys.
How many
they had
feet
just kind of
is that?
entered you. Maybe 80 feet away.
Oh, okay, that's really far away. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything from that. Oh! I will cast Hypnotic Pattern behind, as
okay.
Dresden jumps. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern and make a bunch
Yeah.
of.
I'm just gonna hold trust up, give her a real good view of the places.
Okay. What does your hypnotic pattern look like?
Hypnotic, right in the nads.
Right in the hypnads.
Out of curiosity, is invisibility concentration?
Oh wait,
It is. Oh, this is
Oh, wait.
concentration. I didn't think hypnotic
wait.
pattern was.
I don't do anything.
I mean, you can.
Actually, no. Oh wait, no, it is concentration. Okay.
I have a curiosity.
No, that's a solid question that you ask. I do nothing because that's the only thing I can do from that far away.
You can give. You can inspire anyone around you.
To run away faster? That's kind of sad.
I mean, you don't
Whatever
know
it
what's gonna
takes.
happen.
Whatever it takes.
I already gave everyone. Oh, whatever. Can only inspire
Meanwhile, I'm holding Trust. I'm like, oh, you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna. And then I just hear like, I already gave everybody some fucking.
All right.
You should just move her in a hypnotic pattern.
Who's having the hardest
DM?
time? Who looks like they're having the hardest time running away?
DM, does this help at all?
I
mean, Dresden is not so much because he's bounding across this rocky,
Dresden's bounding.
Kelwise
is tiny.
Kelwise is
vomiting
used to
blood,
the
but-
coast. Kelwise is good at coastal maneuvering.
That's right.
So Rezik
Finally.
is not the most athletic human.
All right, I'll give some inspiration to Rezik then.
Okay. And what does an inspiration to Rezik sound like from Trust?
So
Be careful what you say.
as Dresden holding me up high and bounding, I'm like, "Come on, Dresden!" Or not, Dresden, Rezik. Come on, Dresden! You've got this! You're so good!
You know that the best way to get Rezik motivated is to pit him against Dresden. So you give Dresden some encouraging words, and Rezik, what does these encouraging words kind of sound like to you?
If I may, just the fact, first of all, that Trust was kind of reflecting on their budget of inspiration for the day for a little bit there was already enough for me to be like, I appreciate that. I have spell slots. I appreciate that. And then they go, "Oh, come on, Dresden," and call me the wrong name. And I'm like, all right, now it's really time to shine here because I got to show Trust that I am worthy of a good inspiration. So I'm going to take some sulfur out. I'm going to snap my finger and say, "Incento Maximo," and I'm going to slap my hands together and form a ball in my hands of fire, and I'm going to launch it off, and I'm going to try to basically hit as many of these snake dudes as possible to try to hurt them, but also hopefully make them back off a little bit or running away.
Okay. So, you shoot this fireball, it lobs up. Your fireball, with its magical homing properties, flies true, smashes into the coast right next to where these guys are running. They're kind of still arguing back and forth, and you guys, this thing never gets... You might never get used to seeing this as this ball of pure destruction ignites. All of these almost fire elemental snakes are blown to the side. They fall to the ground, engulfed in this flame. And then they kind of all get up and blink and shake their heads. And it looks like the fire might have made their skin more moisturized. It might have.
Oh God! It made them stronger.
Good, but dizzy nonetheless.
They look so good.
They all kind of blink and look around. They look to you down on the coasts, a little confused. They don't know maybe if you were doing that as a gift. A little bit confused. Meanwhile, inside you hear another.
Wait. While they're confused, can I just cast shape water to start making a platform for all of us to be able to get on?
Yes, absolutely. So this big cube starts to form onto the water, and Kelwise motions in. What do your hand signals look like in this? Or do you have hand signals? Yeah.
I just start nodding Trust in agreement.
Yeah.
So you guys
I say something like, "Over here."
Yeah. All right. So you guys, yeah. Caca. Meanwhile, inside, you run, jump, try and grab this wall. Kate, what did you roll for Pup? Athletics.
I rolled a 10.
A 10. It's not enough. This cliff is molten hot. Boom! You slap against the cliff and start sliding down.
Do I hear that? Can
Hit
I?
the ground.
grab?
You
Can I
see it.
assist?
Yeah, well, you're kind of up,
Well,
floating a little bit with that bird's eye
Can't see
view.
anything.
Unfortunately,
I can
You
hear where they are.
you can see. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, you can see
Invisible.
you can see the wall start to
Yeah,
break.
that's what I was
Clearly,
imagining.
where Pup is gonna go, just breaking all this new lava.
Making noise.
You hit the ground, and your feet instantly just.
ow, hot, ow.
You take
ow,
another
ow,
4
hot.
points of fire damage, but when your feet hit the ground, Cornelia, you noticed that worm instantly. When it was weird because when she ran across it, it almost didn't respond, but the second it hit the ground over there, this worm just kind of looks straight at where you saw Pup hit the ground. Cornelia, what are you doing right now?
And did I notice the worm react to the noise you said, or like the scent potentially?
Hard to tell. You had noticed that those worms earlier, those much smaller versions of this thing, had been kind of sniffing the air strangely,
Yeah.
but you don't really see a nose on these things. And it seemed to really only notice when Pup hit the wall and then slid down, and it followed where you could see Pup's outline kind of just sliding against the ground. It followed
Yeah.
it perfectly. And then its
Can I
jaw
maybe-
back, ready to pounce.
I mean, what I have on me, can I maybe, can I like light up maybe a donji leaf? I have like still that little one in a little thing and just like put it where I think Pup is to like for smoke. I don't know. I'm trying to mask the scent. Is that stupid?
Well, the donji leaf,
Put it that light
probably
out.
in here. It's gonna be tough. You might have to tie the donji leaf to something heavy, as you remember. This whole place is like a giant furnace, shooting air, rocketing it up.
So
straight
how
into the
far am I
sky.
from Pup right now?
I mean, you're like you kind of went up with the stream a little bit, so you're probably maybe
Trying
50 to
think of-
60 feet above Pup right now,
Oh.
just kind of floating with your cape out. You might be able to dive.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
through
I'm gonna
this?
make my way down to where I think Pup is, and near the flowers.
Making my way.
And you said minor illusion. You can't create a scent, or you can.
Minor illusion is a sound or a visual, a non-moving visual, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just make my way down to Pup, and I think if I still have an action too, I just want to do a minor illusion, just still make a sound, like if I can, 30 feet or so away from where Pup is.
Okay, roll an Arcana check. Let's see how good this sound comes amongst all the rumblings and stuff with this snake moving around kind
Kind
of
of the
violently.
same sound Pup made, I guess, when they were falling
Okay.
down. Oh my gosh. A natural one.
Oh, natural one. The sound, even to your ears, kind of rumbles. The snake and Pup, you hit the ground. Your feet are burning. The snake, this giant snake-like worm, looks at you and then just stops. Your feet burning like crazy, but you noticed it stopped. Roll me a survival with advantage. You've seen creatures similar to this before in the Pottsonshire Forest. Not quite as big, but you've seen creatures like this.
Survival?
Yes.
18 plus 5. 21.
21. You hit and this thing follows you. And it's not moving. As if it's monitoring everything around you. Sounds going off outside, that horn going crazy and such. And this thing is just glued to you like a laser. And you kind of shift just a little bit, and its body kind of shifts just a little bit, and you're pretty sure this thing can feel every vibration in this place.
And you're burning to death.
I'm
And you're burning to death.
Because it doesn't care about sound, I'm gonna yell to Cornelia. Hey Cornelia, can you like throw something at a wall somewhere, like throw a rock, or like make like an avalanche if maybe like on the other side,
Oh yeah, that would be way better. What I tried to do. You couldn't see, but yeah, I will.
Hey!
Okay, meanwhile, outside.
I'm
You
doing
guys
it!
outside. So, Cornelia gets ready to do that. You guys outside. You guys all jump onto this ice block and you start floating and you see Steve.
Oh, my feet are
pop
so
up
cold.
Out of the
my
water.
feet on this ice block are so cold.
It's kind of nice though.
And those okay, so a big group of those snake-like creatures run down to the coast and they start pulling out of their mouth this molten thread. They whip it out,
What?
this
Paddle.
hugely long thread. They wrap it around their spears and they start to swing these spears like a rope around their head, almost like a ballista or of sorts, or a harpoon.
Oh,
attached
fuck
to
that.
Long threads of lava.
I'm
And they
getting
all
on the
get
back,
ready to start doing that.
and I'm taking out the axe like a bat.
Okay.
Fuck these fuckers.
Take out the axe like a bat. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Paddle fuckers. Paddle,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. I'm making us go with one arm and holding a shield with the other arm. I think.
Okay.
In my mind.
All right.
And then
Rezik, what you
fight
got?
Steve.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
looking
actually,
for Steve.
While everyone's like paddling and getting ready, I'm gonna also get ready with a magic missile. That way, when they launch it off and it gets near us, I'll hit the targets, and it is force damage. So hopefully, it makes it like either stop or bounce off or something. We'll see. I don't know.
Okay, perfect. Trust.
Question.
Okay.
If I cast Thunderwave off the back into the water, would it propel us? If I was like
Only
tied down
one
to the
way to
ice,
find out.
if Kelwise forms ice around my feet so that I don't go flying backwards,
Makes sense.
sticks me to the ice block.
Only one way to
Oh,
find
it's just
out.
so crazy. It might
We'll
work.
put your feet in some ice blocks.
Okay, all right. I
But think of how-
Kelwise ice my feet to this block of hunka chunka.
Yeah, whatever you say.
I'm just like standing at the edge at the back.
The new trust flavor of Ben and Jerry's Hunka
Yeah.
Chunka.
Trust. So you guys see Trust run over there, and then that energy comes out of your horns.
Yeah, it sure does. So I have to bend over.
Trust sticks.
Stick my horns in the water.
Okay, and then you guys just hear this shattering depth charge go off in the ocean as the water itself just straight up into the ocean, and your ice block just starts rocketing towards Steve. Is anyone gonna grab Steve? Does anyone have a free hand to grab Steve? As you're passing by?
I'm not on Dresden's shoulders anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I can always reach with the axe and, like use like the hooked little bit maybe to like scoop him.
Okay, well you're using the axe though to defend, right? When these things come.
Well, yeah, that was before we turned into a fucking rocket ship. So
It would probably
On that
stop
note,
propelling us.
did the
now
water
that I don't need to propel us, and I can
That's fair.
Okay. Okay.
did the
so,
water
so
hit
Kelwise,
them?
The water shoots up. Hard to tell because the
Oh, that's a
water
fair
is
question.
still kind of in the sky. You're still seeing.
Oh
this
my
kind of
God,
geyser.
okay.
This thing shot maybe 15, 20 feet straight up into the air.
Oh.
Trust might be
Even though
more.
I was angling, I wasn't angling straight down. I was angling. that way.
Yeah. Well, the spell itself.
I think you meant
it's
the
like an
wave.
area, and it just kind of just shoots up. Yeah, and the thing.
Oh,
So you
okay.
guys are rocketing back, so it's hard to see
Got
still
it.
because you can't really see the coast now amongst this geyser of water. Roll me a athletics check, Kelwise, to grab Steve by the hand. Steve reaches out.
Come on. Hey, it means
Are we
he's
still?
alive.
Pistol's wet.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. 14.
A 14. You grab his hand, pull him up onto this ice block as you guys go rushing as this wave hits the coast. All of these guys are huddling in pain as you see this ocean water wash over them, screaming angrily at each other, still trying to tie these things off, but angrily kind of ducking away from this water.
We give
You
it,
see
then we taketh away.
and you guys are pretty far. Meanwhile, Cornelia, Pup,
You can see me now.
what?
Oh, I can see Pup now.
Why?
Didn't
was
Trust just
Thunderwave-
use Thunder
It
Trust
wasn't
Thunder Wave, not
concentration.
concentration. You're still
Let's
invisible.
go.
There's just these 2 little paw prints sizzling.
Oh god.
And you take
It's like
one
the
more
worst
point of
Sizzler
fire
logo
damage.
ever.
Pup.
Smells like honey.
Honey roasted.
Honey roasted pup.
Oh my god.
Episode title. Episode title.
Oh god.
roasted
Oh,
pup.
no.
If I die, it'll be so sad.
It really will.
No, 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 no,
Never be
no,
able
no,
to have
no,
honey
no,
roasted anything again.
Oh god.
Alright, well, I'm saving Pup by doing what they said. Hopefully, I'm gonna pick up. Do I see any rocks a good size so it'll make a pretty good vibration?
Well, you're
and I
flying up in the air still.
I'm still flying.
Yeah, you're floating. You're just kind of floating up in the air. Did you land?
I'm trying to land. Yeah.
Okay, so roll. Where are you
Or
trying to
do a
land? Where are you trying to
Die.
land?
Just
Or I could grab these real quick and you can pick me up, but I don't know how fast this worm is.
Can I actually?
roll
Does
me
it look
roll me
feasible?
a-
Where? Oh, can I grab Pup and do like literally a dive above the flowers where Pup can grab one and then I can just like scoop up and if I'm still in the air?
Sure. What? Pup, roll. Before you do that, yes, you can.
God.
Pup, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, how close am I to these things?
You're like right next to these flowers.
16.
16. You look down, these flowers, these crystalline petals move out, and there's this weird, strange orange core to these things, it's almost like magma inside these. But you look at the base of these flowers, and you look, and they're in the stone, like growing through the stone. It looks like it would take one very, very strong hit with something like a pickaxe or such to really crack this thing off of what it's attached
What does
to.
the ceiling of this place look like?
They're really, I mean, you look straight up and there's this giant hole above you where the volcano opening is. And you guys are kind of in the side. There are other chambers within this volcano, but there's like this very, very steep ceiling that kind of rises up above you, maybe a few 100 feet above you, and then eventually opens up into the whole opening of this volcano.
So, like, in proximation to where that hole is, where are we? So, like, say this whole thing were to topple. Would we be good?
No.
Okay.
No. If this thing toppled down, and this is a giant, this is like the size of a mountain. So to topple this place would
Maybe
take
even like the size of a volcano.
incredible. Yes.
You're saying it is a mountain.
No, I don't
There's
think so.
different sized
I-
volcanoes.
Yeah, it's a good
Topple is
point.
the wrong
Good
word.
point.
All mountains are the same size.
It's a cinder cone or a shield volcano?
Does this
I
mountain
told you, it's a wind cauldron volcano.
Okay, but how big
No,
does
yeah.
a pebble have to be a rock, to be a stone, to be a boulder, to be a mountain, to be a volcano?
Yeah.
These are the big questions as you burn alive.
Yeah, as you're burning alive. So Pup, you notice that, and Cornelia, you get ready to dive. Pup, what are you
Cornelia,
doing?
just break rocks! Break rocks far away so I can break this rock! Don't get me!
I'm just gonna go make a lot of noise and distract the. I'm gonna go to the other side of
Throw
Pup,
rocks
like
everywhere!
and just try to do bombing runs, pick up rocks and throw them. Just do a cycle of
You're gonna
picking
try
up
and
rocks.
pick up a rock.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of rocks around. Sure. So you're gonna go which direction? Let me zoom out here. Where are you going to pick up these rocks? These guys are gone.
I'm trying to do it to the west of Pup to
West of
try
Pup.
to
So you're
draw
gonna go
them
down
kind of.
over here and try and find a rock.
No, like on the same mountain that Pup is on, just like
So
kind
mount-
of away from the flowers. Or
Yeah,
that little hill.
Pup's kind of on this big pillar that kind of rises up a little bit, maybe 50 feet into the air. And it's like kind of like a solid volcanic mound. There's not really any loose rocks. You might be able to try and ride by and like slash a piece of the mountain to try and make it fall down or sorts. But
No,
grabbing a rock might be
I'm gonna just actually land and just try to make a bunch of noise then with my, just to distract it, get away from Pup, so that they can grab a
Okay,
flower.
where are you gonna
Just
land? Which area?
So still
here?
to on the
Or
same
over here?
mound, but kind of on the other side to the west of Pup.
So are you gonna land on top of the flat part on the top?
A little bit on the side of it. I just want to get it to where it thinks it can get to me, where maybe
Well, even standing up here, this thing is incredibly tall. It could reach up there if it needed to.
if it needed to. But I wanted to be interested in me versus Pup, so I just kind of want to get
Okay.
closer to the lava.
I just didn't know if you
area.
wanted to grab the side of the wall, because this is like almost a cliff face. It's not like something you can land on. Or if you wanted to land up here and then just start stomping the ground to make a bunch of like vibrations, so this thing would come after you instead.
Oh my god.
I think that won't be enough, so I sort of want to go to the side of the cliff and hang on
Okay.
and make a bunch of noises.
So, all right, so you fly over here to try and grab on. So you go shooting. First, give me a
Don't laugh, Cullen.
not athletics,
your emotions.
acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics
I'd
with
be a hero.
disadvantage, and then give me a athletics with acrobatics, or with disadvantage. Acrobatics,
acrobatics
disadvantage,
and an athletics?
with disadvantage.
Right. 14 acrobatics.
Okay. So it's not pretty, but you feel yourself kind of maneuvering in and out of these things, and then whack, you grab onto this wall.
Oh my God.
Well, you attempt to grab onto this wall right above this lava. And Pup, you can't really see anything that's going on. She's still invisible.
And athletics. Oh my god. Let me make sure I counted that right. Yeah, 22
A 22.
with disadvantage.
Boom!
Let's
You
go.
smack against this wall hard, and you make a huge vibration instantly. That worm that was staring at you, Pup, shoo! And his body starts to slither through this lava, very quick, like a very, very snake-like. It just kind of shoo, shoo, up to the side, looking right where you are, mouth poised to attack. Outside, all of you on this block, moving away. A hail of these spears start to rain down from pretty far away at this point.
A hail?
And all of them are kind of
More like a smattering, maybe?
Squelch.
maybe
What
about a
the
half
hell?
dozen of these spears come flying out, and only one of them even comes close. Dresden, roll me an attack as this thing starts coming close to you.
Oh, God, that's not great. It's an 11.
An 11. Rezik, you got this magic missiles poised and ready to go.
Met him, and I'm gonna just throw out all the darts at this one spear. Then I got 4 darts.
Okay, this one spear, 3 of them. Boom! Like you go to swing and miss, and then 3 magic missiles boom, 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 hit this flying spear, and it goes off into the ocean as a miss. And you guys are quickly reaching the edge of their range because they threw these things, and despite how far you are, they threw these things hard, and it was kind of amazing. You can kind of see now maybe where they got those fish that they were bringing in and those animals, because those fish sometimes fly high in the sky, and maybe you guys think these guys just launch like a rocket these spears up into the sky to catch fish
God.
who fly in these schools. Anything else Kel-wise or Trust?
Thanks, Rezik.
No problem.
Nope.
What's the
Nope.
range right now? How far away
The range?
are they?
About 100 to 150 feet. And you guys are moving quickly.
Then I'm just paddling with my free arm. Since
Okay,
I've got
paddling with
Steve
your
back up
well,
onto
you've,
the
you've,
onto
you've
the,
pulled him back up. Yeah. And you got
Yeah.
your shield out, and you're pushing, and you're paddling, and it moves pretty far. And these guys start to quickly roll this kind of thread. And you notice that the thread, the second that molten thread they pulled out of themselves hits the water, it instantly cools and becomes this almost rock-like substance. It doesn't bend, it doesn't give at all. It's almost like they're pulling on this, and it breaks on the shore as they pull it in, breaking pieces of it. Break, 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 break every time they pull it in. It's a strange substance. But inside, Pup, this thing moves out of the way of you. And Cornelia, it opens up its mouth, ready to strike against right where you are. Let's see what it does. Oof. Pup, you see this thing rocket towards the rock to attack Cornelia. Now, Cornelia, you are invisible, so that's gonna help a little bit. Oof. What's your AC?
16.
16.
16 million.
This
And do you have
thing-
like uncanny dodge or some kind of rogue shit you can do? I don't know. It's just saying,
This
just
thing
for another-
just smashes you into the wall against yourself. It deals 23 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage. Now, you can uncanny dodge that if you'd like. And it attempts to scrape the wall with its teeth. As it smashes into you, its teeth grab into the wall and start to rake down. Also, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, Pup, you see that you've got this opportunity to maybe smack this.
Oh, I'm for sure
Flower
gonna start
free.
smacking. Just
All right, roll
immediately.
me an
that.
athletics.
All on the
So what are you
floor.
using to smack this thing?
I still have like a dagger, but I have my quarterstaff, which I think would be more effective.
Yeah, your metal quarterstaff, probably just the weight
Yeah,
of
I
it
have the
is
metal one.
probably going to give you the best shot at it.
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
16 plus 4? 20.
A 20.
The dirty variety.
Poof, you smack this thing. The flower poof, falls off onto the platform. By the way, your feet still burning. You take another.
Fine.
Ooh, you take 6 more points of fire damage. Your feet are just wrecked. You can't
Struggling,
even
yeah.
feel anything from the knee down at this point. Cornelia, what'd you roll for your dexterity saving throw?
Do I roll that with disadvantage as well?
No.
Okay. So good. I rolled a 13.
A 13.
That is good.
It's not enough. This thing starts to drag you into its mouth, and then heat, pain, darkness as you are enveloped into this thing's mouth. Pup, roll me a perception check.
8.
An 8. As far as you know, Invisible Cornelia, the rogue, is spry and quick. You see this thing pops off. What are you doing?
I would
Bobby,
yell.
what's up?
I only have to ask, because this is life or death right now. Uncanny dodge is to reduce the damage. Was that roll for that, or for her trying to avoid the attack from the creature right now? Just asking, just wondering.
It did a certain amount of damage. So the uncanny
Okay.
dodge would half the damage from that previous attack. And then after it attacks, it has a chance to swallow
Oh,
someone.
it has a thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately. No, but that's good. That's good. So Pup, what are you doing? As far as you know,
Cornelia, are you good? Are you okay?
so you call out to Cornelia, and you
Yeah.
don't hear anything back. Meanwhile, Cornelia, inside.
Oh, is that not
this
a
thing's mouth.
bonus? Do I not get
No,
an
that's not
action?
your action yet. That's not your action yet. We're gonna figure out what Cornelia does to maybe cue off her. Cornelia, you're inside this thing's mouth. It is hot. You are burning. Every bit of your body is burning. You can feel the marrow of your bones boiling inside your body. What do you do?
Do I see an escape? Like, is its mouth still open?
It's dark. This thing has just closed around you.
I mean, I guess that I am going to cast shield. Let me know if I could do all this because I'm hoping like use my bonus action to fly out. So I'm gonna cast shield and then like hold my dagger out where I think I entered from and just like try to fly out with my cape and dagger out with shield.
You feel this thing has closed in on
I
you.
do have dark, yeah.
Yeah, and you can kind of see the inside of this thing's mouth, and you're kind of pressed up against it. It starts to try and swallow you. Shield is a reaction spell, so it's not really gonna help you in this situation.
Yeah, I guess.
And you're kind of on, there's like this almost soft palate that you're on inside this thing's mouth. And you can see in front of you this like 4 or 5 rows like a shark of teeth just kind of smashed in, and there's a bunch of the rubble and rocks from the cliffside that it also dragged into its mouth with you.
Does it have like a uvula or something that I can just hack at?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage
Oh my gosh.
since you're in the dark.
Okay, now Cornelia and I have probably been eaten the same amount of times.
Okay, so perception 19.
A 19. Yeah. So you're looking around, burning to death. Which, by the way, you have some burn damage coming in. You're burning to death. You look up and you see that there's
Coming in hot.
There's a small hole in the upper back part of its mouth. You might have to crawl down its throat just a little bit farther. But it makes this little whistling sound like a trill hole that it uses to make certain noises and maybe communicate. That's the only thing you see that's kind of out of place.
Yes, stabby.
All right, roll
Go
me,
for it.
roll me an attack with disadvantage because you're being basically humbled down this thing's throat.
Okay. 11.
An 11. Unfortunately, you go to stab this thing and you hit one of the pieces of rock inside, and you start slowly sliding down this thing's throat as it tries to swallow you. Roll me a dexterity saving throw to try and avoid being swallowed all the way into its gullet and stay in its mouth. Meanwhile, Pup, you didn't hear anything in return. You heard nothing. And it does kind of worry you because Cornelia is pretty good about the call and response.
I would probably start trying to. I want more than one flower.
And these flowers, by the way,
How
are
big are they?
sizable. They're sizable.
So like one
They're
should
pretty-
be fine.
They're pretty heavy too.
Okay, because when you said flower, I imagine it like being like this small and be like, oh, we're gonna have to choose between who to
Unfortunately.
heal. Can't make that
No.
choice. Great. I start climbing up and over, making as much noise as possible.
Okay, so roll an athletics to climb. And meanwhile, the rest of you outside, you guys kind of float to a safe distance, and a few of those the snake men on the coast kind of move left and right, and one of them kind of does this into the air at all of you. Pup,
Yeah,
what did you
right
get?
back.
Oh, another natural one.
Wait, is that good or
Again.
bad for making a loud noise?
You try and move up and climb up to get a better vantage point, and a rock breaks and right back down onto this rock. You make a ton of noise, but also your feet take another 2 points of burning damage as you land right back on that rock. This thing instantly whips around, comes and looks at you just for a second, waiting to pounce. It's not opening its mouth, though, as it did before. What did you get for the swallow check, Cornelia?
Oh, sorry. Dex Dave, 22.
22. So you manage to kind of latch on. All those rocks go falling into its gullet and into the deep parts of its belly that are under the lava. Cornelia, you start to feel this burning. You take another 19 points of fire damage inside this giant inferno oven. But you're right next to this hole now. You have kind of slid down closer to the hole. You're right up against it. Roll me another attack to see if you can hit this thing.
All right,
Oh, and also roll me 2 concentration checks to see if your invisibility holds.
Two. So I rolled a 17 and a 14.
17 and 14. It holds. You're invisible still.
Okay, so I'm right next to that thing. So I'm gonna roll attack, but can I cast Booming Blade as well at the same time?
Ooh, yeah. So you cast Booming Blade, hoping to make this kind of shockwave extra open his mouth when you stab in.
And then you and disadvantage again.
No, you're close. You're right next to it this time. No disadvantage.
12.
12. Not
Dang
enough.
it!
Come on!
Pup, outside. Roll me another perception check.
I'm never using the Bobby dice ever again. 17.
Bobby dice.
17. You're pretty sure this thing isn't opening its mouth because it's trying to swallow something. And it continues to keep trying to swallow up in the air while looking at you. You're pretty sure something's in its mouth.
I have a question. Could I potentially, since I'm invisible, you do get advantage on attacks? Or am I just...
Unfortunately, in this situation...
But I'm inside.
In this situation,
Wait! Does she not get sneak attack? So she gets to roll with advantage because it can't see her? 'Cause
that?
No, sneak attack doesn't give you advantage. Sneak attack doesn't give you advantage. You get sneak attack from advantage. And unfortunately, your invisibility doesn't play into this scenario.
All right,
That's worth a shot.
But that was good. That was good. I liked it.
Would you consider the inside of its mouth dark or darkness? That I can see.
It's complete darkness, but you can't
There's
see
shadow in his mouth.
into its mouth.
I know.
Unfortunately.
And the straws go flying throughout the air.
Okay, can I open my magic music box and then get secret powers for this instant?
Teleport me to your box.
So, Pup, you're down there. Your feet are burning. You've got this big flower, this big, almost goblet-like flower.
I imagine I would have put it in my bag.
Okay, so you kind of attach it, this big flower on your backpack. It's almost too big to fit. It's kind of just hanging out.
Ivysaur.
But
cute.
It kind of, you look like an Ivysaur. Yeah, sure.
Well, since I just broke down a bunch of rocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said I broke down rocks from when I was trying to climb?
Yeah.
I just start chucking them everywhere at this guy,
Oh.
like a little bit further from me.
Okay, so you're throwing the rocks at the creature, or you're throwing the rocks at the ground around you, like
at the
trying
ground
to divert?
to like the side of me to divert.
Okay, so you start
like
throwing
on
these
the wall.
rocks. You start throwing these rocks around, and roll me a
Persuasion.
yeah, performance maybe.
Performance.
Sure.
16 plus 1 is 17.
17. So you throw these rocks all over the place, and the thing kind of follows the rocks as they hit the ground. And it now doesn't have a beat on you, but is very interested in kind of this whole area and specifically the points where those rocks have hit. Meanwhile, Cornelia, it tries to swallow you again. Roll another dexterity saving throw.
We need to find really spiky armor so things stop trying to eat us.
I rolled a 9.
Pee in its mouth.
9.
Here,
Cornelia.
I would like to ask though, if you are inside of a creature's mouth, it's a pretty like sensitive area to be in someone's mouth. So would you get advantage
Yes,
because
it
you're like
is.
inside of them?
You would not get advantage. Not while you're being shaken around and tried to swallow. Cornelia, your purchase. Let's go. And you find yourself tumbling deeper and deeper into this heat. And your body almost starts to feel warm for a second, and then doesn't really feel anymore. Your consciousness kind of fades.
She wouldn't be able to fly because she's in free fall.
Well, she's going down like an esophagus. Not really a free fall.
And
You
wouldn't be able to stab a knife into the esophagus to stop yourself from falling. I'm just throwing things out there again. Because if you're on soft palate, I mean, and you have a knife.
She was stabbing. It's like stabbing this thing is not really effective. It's more trying to hit that one spot, but you start falling deeper and deeper into this thing's throat. You take 17 points of heat damage as it starts to get even hotter as you feel yourself falling deeper and deeper into this thing's mouth. Pup. It looks around and it opens its mouth.
And
Its
I don't
mouth
see
is empty.
Cornelia.
You don't see Cornelia.
So I am no longer invisible, though, I assume, because...
Roll a concentration check.
Fail. Well,
12. You succeed.
would that be
I mean,
with
you can end-
disadvantage?
You can end concentration. You can end a spell
no.
anytime you want. You don't have to.
I wasn't
stay-
sure how
it's
lucid I was.
trust.
with
It's
this.
trust spell, I believe. So they don't
No,
have
it's
to.
not. Not on Cornelia.
did herself.
That was Cornelia's spell.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have if it's a concentration. I assume I would be with all the other magic and stabbing I'm doing. So
Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Wait, wasn't it trust? Because trust. Cornelia didn't have a
Trusted
level
the
high enough to
bird.
do 2 people at one
Trusted
time.
of the bird
Could do
and
so, yeah.
Pup.
Pup.
Oh, okay.
Cornelia
gotcha.
did herself.
Cornelia did herself. Bobby.
so yeah, I
Obviously.
assume I would have if I can drop
Um,
it still.
You can drop it.
But-
Yeah.
Who knows?
Pup. It opens its mouth. Nothing inside the mouth.
Stomp around.
Okay. You
I
start
stomp
stomping around.
and I try to center myself in its mouth to where I wouldn't get hit by its teeth.
You're gonna center itself in in the mouth.
Mm.
Oh, so you're gonna try and are you gonna try and like jump into its mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start stomping around. You take 3 more points of fire damage on this stone. The thing looks at you, dives at you. Roll me a. It dives to attack your position. Ooh. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. This thing rolls a 23 to hit.
I roll an air dice. A dex save.
A dexterity saving throw.
22.
A 22. So this thing only does 9 damage to you, bludgeoning damage. As you jump into its throat, it smashes into you. You're now at its soft palate. And it instantly pulls you up and then tries to swallow you. Are
I
you going to
cast
let
dark vision
yourself
on
be
myself. I cast dark
Cast-
vision on myself first to like look around for Cornelia.
Okay, you don't see Cornelia as it's in at least in its mouth. It's going to be another step for it to like try and swallow you down. And
Cornelia, are you in here?
Cornelia, you can hear from way up into this thing's mouth the sound.
Can I cast message? Pup.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, are you in there? Are you down? Are you
Yeah, I've
okay?
been eaten.
Okay, I'll be right there. Don't worry.
Help! It's
And
hurting.
then I go to where I see the whole of the neck, and if I don't know if I have the time for this, but if I do, I would. Everything in there is not lava though, right? It's just rock. So like if I had my rope,
Just
my
Incredibly hot. rock.
flame-resistant rope.
Oh yeah, you have that flame retardant rope.
You have that still, right? Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I still have that. I know we all have a butt ton of rope. I still have like one of my kunai. Want to stab it really far into like its neck and put the rope like in through the loop and use that to go down and find
Okay, so you stab it in to the neck as it tries to swallow you. Both of you guys, this is now just... This thing has been thrashing around, and if it was already burning hot before, it's just insane. Now, you both take 16 points of fire damage in this thing as you stab it in, and then you go diving down as it tries to swallow you deeper and deeper and deeper with your dark vision. Cornelia, how are you doing?
I'm calculating. Okay. So am I still I can still do something?
Yeah. So Cornelia, you're going flying down this thing's esophagus. It's wide, but it's still not a huge amount of room. These rocks and boulders are also coming down with you. You can hear Pup screaming as Pup has now kind of come down a line of flame retardant rope as they come after you. What are you doing?
So I'm just gonna have 2 daggers in my hand, and I'm just gonna try to claw up like I'm ice picking.
Okay.
You know.
So you're gonna try and stop your downward movement. And then try and maneuver around these boulders that are coming in above you. Roll me a dexterity save to see if you can like grab onto the side of this thing.
Okay. 23.
23. You not only grab on, but you kind of move to the side, and this big piece of molten rock comes flying by, like almost tearing at your clothes and scraping against your back. But at this point, it's so hot that you don't even feel it. Pup, you kind of see Cornelia stabbed with her daggers into the wall, slowly climbing up. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to... Can I grab her with one arm and drop the poison jam with the other hand?
Okay, so you're gonna go rappel down to where they are. Roll me an acrobatics. Roll me an acrobatics. Yeah, because she's pretty far down.
I love how we treat this jam like bombs
19.
all the time. Like
19. All right, so you manage to make your way. You grab onto her. You drop that stuff. At the same time, heat
while we're there,
just starts.
I was just wondering what the darkness situation is.
I mean, you don't have much. You're just in kind of like an esophagus right now.
Right.
There is no light anywhere in here.
Cool. So could I teleport, like, as soon as I grab her, back to the mouth?
But you can't teleport her. You could teleport yourself.
Oh, that's right. Oh, because I'm thinking about how we discussed in person, like, potential of that.
Okay.
But at a disadvantage, or you roll for something. But we haven't figured that out, so.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
There's straws all over this table. Everybody's grabbing at them.
Yeah.
You both
Somebody
take. Meanwhile,
Now's the time.
you drop down. You drop down. You grab Cornelia. You both take 16 more
straws.
points of fire damage. She's stopped. You run down. You grab her, and
Okay,
you
so
feel
we take
all
16?
of this. 16 points.
Pop goes limp.
You feel. What?
Pop goes limp.
That's the end of the rescue party.
Oh my god.
And I feel that and grab Pup
Roll.
and climb up.
I had 2 HP.
Pup, as you start to go black, roll me a.
Now
would it
James
be?
is grabbing
What
his
would it be?
straw.
Roll me a straw.
Roll me an Arcana check. Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm friggin' stressing out, man. Having technical difficulties.
I rolled an 18 minus 1, so 17.
A 17. Okay. So this normally only applies to you, but there's shadows in here. It's dark. Despite the heat, it's dark. It's so dark. You wrap
You're Brittany,
both
you can do whatever you want.
and Cornelia up just before you lose consciousness. Poof! Cornelia, you find yourself in Pup's arms inside the mouth of this creature. Now, the creature's mouth is still closed. You turn and you
Oh my
look,
God.
and that one small hole
Oh my god.
where it speaks from is still
Third time's
there.
a charm.
Oh
You
my
can
God.
attack it if you'd like.
I have to. Gonna fucking get it, man.
It's really
This is
interesting
probably-
not being the one in danger and watching this happen.
And
It's new for
you
me.
know, Cornelia, if you don't hit it this time, this thing is probably going to submerge and take both of you guys down with you. You also know that there's, in some cases, people have exceeded their bounds of the body, the physical body. Sometimes, in extreme cases, they make a heroic leap, tearing ligaments, bone, and sinew apart for heroic strikes. We have a rule at our table. If you want
What's the fucking rule
you
called?
can take 3 points
Reckless.
of exhaustion for reckless heroism, is what it's called.
That's what it
you
is.
can take 3 points of exhaustion for advantage and an automatic critical hit.
Where would that put you?
If you
though?
hit.
Where would that?
That would be 4 levels of
Three
exhaustion.
levels of exhaustion. That would be
But
4
She already
levels of
has
exhaustion.
one.
Right.
And then if I, in my head, if I'm that exhausted, can I then fly out of the thing with Pup, or would I just be?
I mean, that would be up to the dice. No, you absolutely can. It's just
Okay.
your body's gonna be.
That would be
So-
you. You'd still be able to move. Your hit point maximum would be halved. You'd have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving rolls. Your speed would be halved, and you would have already had your disadvantage on ability checks.
It would
the
just
next
be a
thing would
disadvantage.
be, speed to 0, and then death after that.
But I instantly get a crit hit,
If it hits, you get an automatic critical.
and I get to roll with advantage.
You get to roll with
You
advantage,
know what?
regardless
Don't
of the
even use
situation.
it. Just use your Bobby dice. It'll be great.
Well, because
You won't get
so do I
2-1
roll with
in one
disadvantage
night.
otherwise?
You would be rolling with disadvantage otherwise.
You don't have a
then,
fucking
yeah.
choice. You don't
And
have
I'm
a
gonna
fucking
do it.
choice.
Yeah, I have to do reckless. Because I was like, if not, I. So
So
okay,
if-
I'm
If
gonna.
not, you
And
could
you're-
be swallowed.
Pup. Blackness all around you. You manage to pull them up, but you feel this heroic spirit wrap you up as Cornelia, this tiny gnome, unsuspecting, starts to shine. Her thread attached to the greater cosmos starts to shine with a shimmering glow. Something that only the greatest of heroes achieve. As she activates her reckless heroism, trying to stab this little blowhole and this magma worm. And what did you get, Cornelia, for your attack?
So with advantage, I got a 23.
Come on!
Holy shit.
Cornelia,
I mean, it's still not
you're
safe, but
tired. You're tired of this thing. This thing has been swallowing you. It's been raking you down.
So tired
the
of you.
cliffside. It's been throwing you. It's been cooking you inside. You just take your dagger and just you stab it right into this trilling hole. Roll me damage. You
Oh
get
my gosh,
double
it's so
all of
much
your dice.
damage.
So it's sneak attack damage. It's 4
Oh my
for the
god.
brutal critical for your knife, and then
Yeah.
roll a
I'm
d4,
gonna-
and then double
take a
your
while.
sneak attack damage as well.
Well,
Plus,
that's
don't forget the poison
that's
that I dropped down the
fucking
guy's throat.
20 dice. That's like 20 dice to
Um,
roll.
Yeah.
I have to roll 4
You can just double the dice if you prefer, or I mean, I like to just roll giant heaps of dice.
So you guys just gonna wait for me 12?
We're gonna wait.
You know what I imagine? Is I literally imagine, like, you know, at the end of Hercules, when he finally becomes a hero and he's holding Meg as he comes out of, like, the death lake or whatever? That's what I imagine. I'm Meg, and Cornelia is Hercules, glowing, holding my lifeless body.
Nice, nice. I like it.
42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So
Zero to
46
hero.
is with my D4 plus my bonus proficiency plus my dagger plus my plus 7 for
Dexterity?
my dagger plus my dexterity. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you had the
plus
plus
my
7.
sneak attack, right? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then so +7, and then I also get my additional. So what was that? Did I say?
44.
47.
47 plus. I also get 3d6. So 47. Oh my god.
And also the poison.
And the poison.
So that is 63 points, I think it is.
Cornelia, go!
So you take this dagger.
I
You know
hope
that
I found
this
it
dagger
right.
has extra blades and hooks. So it not only stabs in, but it tears and rends when coming out. Cornelia, you just shove the entire length and then some of the hilt into this hole, twist, and then tear out. And the dagger doesn't really come out. The entire vein or structure of Trill comes tearing out of its face as you tear this giant structure from its body. It opens its mouth, it screams, and it spits you guys in a direction. We're going to find out how far and in what direction you guys go.
Straight up.
Oh my god.
Oh. This thing screams, spits, dunks under the water. Instantly, Cornelia, you and Pup are thrown smack against this gargoyle here, and then you guys fall right onto this platform. And you look over, and Pup, your body is limp. Pup, roll a death save, but don't tell us what it is. And Cornelia, a moment to just look around. You're still covered in just incredible amounts of heat. Your body racked with 4 levels of exhaustion. Pup slowly withering away right before your eyes. Their body covered in burns, their feet burned almost up to the knee. It just kind of looks like charred flesh around the calf areas. You guys land into the middle of this area, and then the heat starts to slowly move away, and you find yourself on this altar. And it's the first time you've kind of really looked at it, and you look down, and there's these intricate workings all along this altar, and you look up, and there's 3 gargoyles holding these crests, these stones with runes on them, painted with gold. And that's when you notice something that wasn't there before, maybe, or you just didn't see it. This small girl, human girl, about the same height as you, eyes baggy, sullen looking. She's holding this little rabbit, this ragged looking rabbit, dragging along the ground. And she sniffs a couple times, and you hear her crying, and the heat seems to just be gone. She just emanates this cool breeze. And she kind of looks up to you. Will you help me? Please? I'm stuck here.
Yes, of course. Can I see her? Is she infected?
Roll me a perception check.
14.
You don't see any signs of infection, but this child isn't burned at all. It's as if
It
this
isn't?
place... She isn't. And you get this heavy feeling from her, this aura that's emanating out. But she has these tears in her eyes, and she looks maybe a little too sweet and nice to be in this place. And you know that you had seen like a group of those lizard creatures outside that had been doing something in this area. You don't know. Maybe it's a sacrifice. maybe it's I don't know, a weird ceremony of sorts. But you see this girl. Please, they've trapped me with those runes. I can't go home. I can't see my family. You're your friend. Your friend, they're hurt. I can help them. I really can. I promise. I will owe you.
Can I sense like how she maybe knew I even? Is she saying friends like as in pup, or she, or
She's
do I?
Pointing to Pup. She was pointing to Pup.
Can I try to just do like an insight check to see if, like, does she
Sure.
seem desperate?
Roll
Can I-
insight.
and you said there's no wounds. Like how?
No wounds. She looks dirty and dusty, but there's no scrapes or cuts, which is kind of weird for someone who's been kind of like ransacked up here.
I
And,
rolled
like,
a dirty 20.
a dirty 20. There's definitely something she's not telling you. That's not the whole story. You know it almost instantly, kind of just feeling that aura and such. She's extended this olive branch to help you. It's not the whole story. And you do feel this heavy aura coming from her. But you also see Pup dying next to you. Your body feels exhausted and your escape is a long way
Okay.
outside. And you remember that the winds in here are incredibly hard to navigate. So the thought of flying with an unconscious pup is going to be real tough.
I mean, I appreciate the help. We can help you in return. I mean, how can you help? How can you help my friend?
Well, hey, look. I can keep them from dying. Look, they're dying. You guys are
Oh.
really badly burned. I can help with burns. I know a lot. I learned from my mom a whole bunch about helping with burns and such. I just want to go home, and they've trapped me here, and there's runes. I can't get out from these runes. And she touches like this invisible barrier, and you see this kind of echo, like there's this invisible barrier holding her in this place. I can even get you guys out. And I'll get you out of here.
Damn.
I know a secret way. Out of here. Please? And I'll owe you a big favor.
All right. I'm going to help you, but I really hope I don't regret it.
You won't regret it. I promise. I'll be good. This time.
Do you know how I can help you out?
You have to break those stones. Those stones are holding me here. You just have
All
to
right.
just scratch them. Just scratch the gold away. Make the rune not work no more.
Can I see what the runes are, by the way? Can I do I see that it's like a barrier against evil? Like, have I ever seen them again? Or before?
You've
Have I
never
ever
seen these runes before. It's in a language that, yeah. I mean, they look similar to what Rezek has in his books. And you've seen a bunch of them, so you obviously know that they're arcane, but you don't recognize what those runes are.
All right. If I see that there's no other way, if I can't like fly Pup out of here, then I'm gonna break the runes.
I mean, you can fly Pup out of
and-
here
but-
potentially.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I've
just
seen
gonna be
how
tough.
great I've been doing. I don't know if I trust myself. So yeah, I'm gonna free the girl.
So you run over, you take your dagger, and one rune in the barrier kind of flickers. You run over, a second rune, things flicker. You run over to the third rune, you put your dagger up to it. This barrier shatters. And that's where we're going to go on break. Thank you, everyone,
Cool.
for hanging out with us. We're gonna go on a quick 10-minute
I hate
break.
splitting
When we
the
come back-
party. I hate making decisions.
Sweating in the game,
For
sweating in
everyone to
real
know.
life. Oh boy.
That was
We're gonna go on a
amazing.
quick break. When we come back, we're gonna find out what happened with this little girl, and what happened with this barrier, and what happens with Cornelia and Pup. Don't go away. We got more D&D to play. It's a rhyme.
Cornelia.
Hello, everyone. We're back to play some more
Hey.
D&D. A quick little recap. Went into a giant magma worm. Came out of a giant magma worm. Released small child from incredibly awkward constraints under strange circumstances that only good things could come from. As I play this music, which always means good things.
Yeah, it's the good things music.
You scratched that last one, Cornelia.
No, I don't.
And puffing. This oven is sapping your power, your energy, your ability to even think is starting to get woogity. You look at Pup, and it's almost like you don't even understand what's going on at this point. And this little girl who is carrying a little ragged bunny turns to you, and this smile appears on her face.
Oh my god.
And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and her mouth starts to peel all the way back up to her ears. That small bunny disappears. Two giant bat-like wings
Damn it.
protrude out from her back. Oh, does it feel good to be free? Oh, man. She walks up
Oh,
to you
you're
and
big.
just slaps you on the back. Wow.
Oh,
I have been
No.
here for so long. I cannot tell you how bored I've been. Woo. It's a bit hot in here, huh? Wouldn't you
Yeah.
say? Oh, your friend is dying. Oh no. Well, a promise is a promise. And Pup, you start to see Pup's body start to move in unnatural ways, almost bones popping and cracking. And then Pup starts to breathe, not conscious, but starts to breathe easily. It was just a magma worm. I mean, come on. Whew. Okay, what did you say your name was?
I awake?
You're not awake.
Okay.
You're just not dying anymore.
oh, I'm Cornelia.
Cornelia.
Yeah.
Cornelia. Cornelia.
May I ask your name?
Cornelia. Well, that's a bit of a secret. You almost got me, didn't you?
I understand
Didn't you? But I do owe you one. So, won't you say, I owe you, call on me, and I will help you in whatever you need, but only once. And I shan't kill you until that one time happens. Sounds
Oh,
fair?
that's good. That's good news. How do I call upon you if I don't know your name?
Just call into the wind, and I'll help you. I'll help
I'll
you.
call
Yes.
for Susan.
Susan. Oh, that's a pretty name. Yes, call me
Okay.
Susan. Yes, call out for Susan. All right. Hey, you don't know an Elazar, do you? Huh? Has sealed me here? Yes, long ago. Long ago. You don't know? You don't know him,
Elazar.
Huh?
I've heard of him in like history books from a long time
Oh.
ago. Wow. How long have you been trapped in
Long
there?
time ago? What do you mean? Long time ago.
I mean, I don't know if.
He's deathless. He cannot be dead, right?
Oh, well, I assume so. Maybe he's trapped somewhere like you were.
Not likely.
Oh.
You see, I've survived this long because I needs to kill him.
I need to wear his intestines around my neck like a scarf.
Oh, he's the enemy. I get you. Okay,
Enemy,
okay.
no bane of my existence. I will
Oh.
destroy him and everything associated with him forever and ever and ever.
And then what are you gonna do after?
After? Oh, I don't know. Rule the world again? Okay, well, this has been fun. Please, walk this way.
And he snaps his fingers again. And this road of pure energy just kind of almost like this black mist of dark energy and these faces of pained souls and crying beings just like in agony make this road for you. And it's almost like their backs and their bodies are all intermingled together to try and piece together this thing, and it makes a road straight outside towards where you left your bird. And this Susan looks at you. I hope you don't regret this. Goodbye. And just shoots up and out of the volcano, and that's when you start to hear
Oh, I'm moving. I'm
this
moving.
volcano starts to shake in a way it wasn't before. And it was rumbling a little bit. But you start to see bubbles. And there's a second, your body just kind of takes a second to orient itself. And then you realize these seals were probably keeping this volcano from exploding. And now that they're gone, you better get gone too. Cornelia, you grab Pup. And you start running. Roll me an athletics check as you start to run across this bridge. And when you step on this bridge, made of bodies and twisted, mangled pieces, it's fleshy. And you dig
Oh my
deep
God.
and you step on people's backs and their arms, and their bones sometimes are sticking out, and they're broken off to make a flat surface for you. And these people groan in agony as you start to run across. What'd you get?
Do I have to roll that with disadvantage, I assume?
Disadvantage,
Or-
yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, well. Okay, cool. So 16.
A 16. You drag Pup, and Pup, you're coming in and out of consciousness, and you can just hear these help, and this chaos of different voices in your heads as you feel this slimy, slick, wet, cold flesh just rub all against your body as you guys run out. Cornelia, you make it out, and now this volcano is starting to erupt. You run around the corner. That bird is there, still waiting, faithfully. Even though it's invisible, it finds you. You throw Pup over the back. You hop off and you guys take off into the air. You look down below you and you see this small little ice block with all of your friends kind of moving off to the ocean, all of you in the water. The ocean below you starts to shake like a giant tremor as you start to see
No.
coming out of this thing. You start to fly over them that are moving at like a snail's pace comparatively, but your boat docked slightly off as you start to see this. A giant boulder-sized piece of magma flies off to the west this time, not towards you guys.
Must go faster.
Flies a mile.
Must go
in the
faster.
air.
I'm gonna go full gold
You guys-
bloom. Must go faster.
You guys down on that small piece of ice. What are you guys doing? You guys start to feel this place coming down. What are you
Trust.
guys doing to?
Trust, do the thing again. I just hold trust.
Yeah.
Okay, so trust. Another explosion rockets you guys to the ship.
Go again.
You guys
again.
in the bird.
Again.
You guys land on the ship. Slug, despite himself, has started to get the ship ready to go, seeing you guys coming towards Kailwise, you run up to the helm, you grab the helm, you turn, and you start to go when you see this giant wave of magma shoot out of the bottom of this volcano way up into the air, miles almost into the air. And rocks start to slowly rain down all around you. Kailwise, you're looking up and trying to steer this boat. Give me a survival check with advantage as you're sailing through. The rest of you, there's boulders falling all around the ship. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna give it the old magic missile again, and hopefully just try to just deflect whatever I can while this is happening.
Okay. And Dresden, there's some like baseball-sized rocks that are gonna leave a mark on the ship.
Yeah, sure. Anything. They just run around like a fucking psycho. Just fucking whacking at shit like a giant fly swatter.
Okay, Cornelia, you land, and you're exhausted. But you're still awake. And you still
Land
got
where?
your wits about you onto the ship. You guys all kind of
cool.
land with the bird onto the ship.
Nice. Perfect.
You and Trust, what are you guys doing?
I'd like to notice Cornelia's state and Pup. I'm gonna do cure wounds.
Help.
I'll do cure wounds on both of them.
Okay, so Trust, you run over, you cure both of them. Roll healing. Meanwhile, Kailwise, what'd you roll for your check?
19.
A 19. Okay, so Kailwise manages to avoid the majority of the big giant rocks. Unfortunately, there's some smaller ones that you just can't avoid because it's a shower of these things. Rezik, you throw a magic missile up into the air. 3 darts. Boof, boof, boof. Knock out 3 of these big chunks as the small little bits of debris rain down on the top of the deck. Dresden, give me an attack as you kind of try and bat some of this other stuff away.
18.
An 18. Yeah, so you managed to bat more of that stuff away. And a rock smashes into the water. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw. Pup, that owl kind of hops onto your body and holds you in place as you're being cured or healed.
I rolled an 11 for one and a 9 for the other. So probably 11 for Pup and 9 for Cornelia.
Perfect.
11.
So you guys are healed.
Thank you.
Just a little bit. Everyone, what'd you get for your dexterity saving throws?
14.
11.
14. 11.
17 with disadvantage.
17.
25.
10.
25, a 10.
Am I rolling for dex?
Yes. Oh no, you're pinned by the bird. No. Who is the 10? Trust. Trust.
Hey.
Ooh. Trust. You literally, you heal Pup. Pup, you open your eyes. The whole ship shoots to the side. Everyone grabs on except for Trust being all the way at the far side. When that side goes up, you guys see Trust launch 20 feet into the air. Trust just goes flying off of
Can
the
I
ship.
try to? I'm gonna use.
like deflect missile catch.
Okay, what are you doing, Rezik? And Pup, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, I wanted
I
to
was
hear
gonna
the rest of what was happening to me. I go flying and what?
I was gonna say you start
will
flying
see.
in the air and you're just kind of hanging
Oh.
in the air for just a second as part
Got
of you almost look like part of the debris raining down from this volcano.
What? How did I get up here?
And Pup, what are you doing? You grab on?
Well, I was
What'd you
gonna
get for
just try to
dexterity?
yoink.
Okay.
Just a dex save.
Yeah,
22.
a 22. So Pup, you cut Trust's height in half, but you also, by the momentum, whoop, you're both in the air just a little bit, hanging,
Like,
free
imagine
falling,
we're like-
about to go over the edge of the dock.
How did I get here?
Okay. Can I cast Misty Step and try to like teleport right above where they are going towards, and then try to like push them both back down to the ship?
Okay, yeah. So Rezik, you see Rezik look up, start running the opposite direction to get momentum. Poof! Misty Step. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, Rezik. As you try and use your momentum to block them from falling off the ship.
It's another 14.
Another 14. You guys flying through the air, lock eyes. Trust. Pup, it's been a little while.
Been a while.
Poof! Rezik ruins this moment, also saving the day. Boom!
As
you guys
usual.
smash into him coming at you guys. You guys all poof fall to the head of this deck hard, smashing
No
all on
feather
top
fall?
of each other. This doggy pile as Kelwise sails outside and off into the distance, into safety. You guys all kind of look around, and in the distance, this rumbling sound, this volcano is going off. You guys see those
this
snake
place.
people all over the freaking volcano are just running, heading anywhere they can to get away from this
Oh.
volcano as it
So there can be
erupts.
too much of a good thing.
And you guys are looking around at each other. And you notice Pup shining in their backpack. This large flower with petals like rubies and a ball of almost magma kind of floating inside the middle of this thing.
Holy shit, you did it.
You did it.
Where are your
Did
feet?
have- How did I get here?
I don't know where I am
Are
either.
you okay?
You saved me.
Really? Are you good?
I'm good. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to make sure that you were good.
You guys, we were eaten.
It was
This is a
very warm in there. It was very, very warm in there.
Oh my gosh.
Trust
was
you
the
would
middle
have
of the
done
volcano.
Oh man.
Thank you
I
so
mean, I
much.
also know a thing or two about getting eaten, but it's not nice.
Does it count if
And
I
we-
was voluntarily eaten?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got eaten again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and run and hug Pup because they saved my life.
And you guys look
Oh.
down at Pup's legs, and Pup's legs are burned from the knees down.
Ooh.
Severely burned.
Can you fix it? Can you just change it?
I try to like shape. I turn into Cornelia.
Okay. Yeah, you turn into Cornelia, and Pup, you can still feel it. You've changed it. But this outer part of your legs just...
It looks better though, right? It doesn't look like there's. Okay, I'm just gonna be like this, and I'm good.
Let me see those. Sit down. Sit the hell down.
Let's.
I'm fine.
Oh.
Wait,
So-
no, this
somebody-
is fine. Dude, no, take the flower. Do the flower. That's more important.
I don't think
Okay,
they're gonna
well-
blow up this.
No,
we'll get there.
I-
We're gonna get
this
there.
is-
We're
this
gonna
is
get there.
hurtful.
Oh,
You're
whoop! Take the flower.
dying.
It's a good flower.
Take the- yep,
Rezik,
take the flower.
flower.
Take-
Okay, good, good,
Yep.
great, great,
Take
great.
care of
Rezik,
you, Pup. Pup,
Rezik,
lay
boil some
down.
water. Boil some
No!
water.
And I start. No, not until Rezik and Steve get better.
Okay, but we don't want to rush that. We only have one. It's
Right,
gonna be
should I
fine.
go back
It's gonna,
and get
it's gonna be no. It's
I was gonna try to get another, but it was so big.
Someone
Volcano's
grab Pup's
exploding.
mouth, please.
We just need to figure out how we're supposed to get them to eat the flower. Like,
Okay,
do they
well,
lick
that's-
it?
that's
Do they
more
eat
important.
it? Do they drink
We'll
it?
get there.
So-
We'll get there.
We'll work on that while Dresden helps your legs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
go work.
yeah. Okay. Erica. And I was gonna just run down into the boat and just find Erica Roddy to help me figure this out.
Okay.
Did you
So
walk
Dresden,
on
you start-
lava?
Yeah, I kind of ran across a lava worm,
What the fuck?
and then I let it eat me so that I could get Cornelia out because it had already eaten her.
Yeah, because I
What?
was
I used
stupid.
our rope. Oh, we don't have our rope anymore.
You lost the rope.
I lost the fire rope.
part of it.
Well, that's a pretty good trade, though, right?
I think we cut it,
Also,
right?
you're no longer allowed to go on missions together.
What do you mean? We were successful.
Yes, but at what cost? I just hold up this shriveled, like Bernie leg.
while the volcano erupts behind him.
Yeah, in the distance.
Well, you know,
Oh,
things can happen.
It was fine. We
Just-
got out fine.
Yeah.
It was not even scary.
Oh, by the way, there's somebody that really hates you, and they're maybe free now, but we'll
yeah, no, we got
see.
trust back.
They're someone much scarier.
Wait, when
Yeah.
did that happen? Wait, what? How did we get out? The last thing I
Wait, are you
remember
serious?
is I was with you inside the worm, and then I don't remember anything else.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna relay the story. There was a creepy lady that she was a girl, and then I like let her free because she said she'd help Pup,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
she just like got really large. Or I guess like she said she was a he, so I guess it's a he, and then they had wings, and then they helped Pup, and then they were like looking for Elazar, and then their life
Good thing
mission
none of
is
us
to
looks like them.
murder and kill Elazar, and then they flew off, and they were like, "Hope you don't regret it." Hee 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 hee.
And then the
I remember
volcano erupted.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, you're never going on missions together again.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like a coincidence, does it? That seems like it's probably tied.
Oh,
Mm.
I mean, hey, you're alive, so we'll just put it on the pile. It's gonna be fine, right? It's gonna be fine.
Should we start like
Do-
keeping a
do-
tally with their names and like who's been eaten? By the way, can I just start
Yeah,
that? somewhere
yeah, on the
boat?
mast somewhere.
Carve our names.
the eaten list. How many Michelin stars do we each have? Do we know? Does this devil sound familiar at all to like I don't know, fucking any of us that hear that story?
Rezik, roll me a intelligence check. You might be the only one who's ever kind of maybe studied this stuff.
I got a. It's not very good. Let's see here. Intelligence. Sorry. Oh, sorry. +4. Okay, so that's 8.
An 8. Yeah, unfortunately, like, this is very foreign to you guys. I mean, Elazar was back in the Age of Adventure, which was thousands of years. Some people think thousands of years before, in an age where people don't even know that the things, like, Elazar might even just not exist, according to some people.
Except for everyone we meet.
And these, yeah, right.
We're in a different class.
Except, and yeah, nothing about this strikes any recollection of yours, of your studies, Rezik. I mean, you know that there are seals, and there are ways to use magic to seal entities, so it doesn't seem far-fetched that someone could have been sealed in there.
Yeah.
But the power to seal someone against the eruption of a volcano seems ludicrous. If you had not seen the things you've seen already on your adventures, back in your studies, this would have been laughed at.
Nothing is ludicrous to us these days. So yeah.
Yeah, no, we take it. We take it at face value.
Yep.
Little baby child girl with wings holding out, fucking volcano, trapped, and then telling us that hopefully we won't regret it. This is great. This is good. This is good. But we got the flower. We got the
So meanwhile,
flower.
Rezik, you go downstairs and you look at Air Karate, and she's in awe of this thing. This flower and it's hot too. You smell almost like a peppery kind of scent coming off of this thing. And you notice that the bees seem very excited about this. And they start to swarm all around this flower.
Are they
Some
just
of them
free?
landing
Are
on
they
it.
free
Did they catch on
roaming?
fire?
Yeah,
The
they
bees?
are. Of course they are.
Yeah, the bees just
Yeah, what do you
free
think? We
range.
have like an what do you think? We have like an invisible fence for the bees?
I thought they were in that room. I all right. Cool. Great. Got free roaming bees. Sweet.
We're all
That
friends
sounds
with the
great.
bees.
They've always been
Well,
free roaming.
Yeah,
The
they
whole
had
time.
to.
That was the
Awesome.
danger.
Awesome.
The
That
flowers
was the
are on
horrible
deck.
nature of it.
It's on our advertisement, so it better be.
Yeah. So these bees all just start to float around to this, and a lot of them land and start to do their thing and then pick up some of this magma lotus blossom and then fly back into their hive. And you see them start to do this. Not quickly, but fast.
And nothing's on fire, I imagine. It's just
Nothing's on fire. This
Okay,
magma
that's a good
lotus
sign.
seems very, very, very warm, but not enough to start a fire.
Are they taking the stuff out of?
Healing honey.
Are they taking the stuff out that we need?
I place my hand gently on Erica Roddy's shoulder. Erica, let's prepare the tea. And I'm gonna start like getting like a bunch of tea like ready to go, just like brewing like crazy, ready for this honey.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be a little while before this. They can kind of turn this. They can cure it or manufacture this honey. I don't know what we decided what the word was. Manufacture, or
yeah. How many days? Because I think we have 4.
Yeah, is it gonna
probably it would probably take an
evening.
evening, like probably by morning. It'll be generally, I mean, to make enough of this stuff, I think, for 2 of you.
Great.
It's not too bad.
And you know that this magma lotus has a pretty big bulb in the center of this pollen, that we'll call it. The pollen of this flower. It's large, and so these bees go to work.
Do we need to plant the rest of this bulb somewhere? Maybe in the garden?
That sounds like a brilliant idea, Kelwise. Let's try that.
Well,
Does it grow? I don't.
Wait, is it my turn now? We have a garden?
Well, it's where the
Well, we have
flowers
a
are.
garden.
The bees.
You had flower beds. You had
That's what
flower
the
beds.
bees are.
around
Been up to the
outside.
deck?
Oh,
the deck.
right. I forgot about that.
What do you think the bees eat?
I just thought they were fucking being held on with plot armor. All right.
No.
Jaymes out. There is
made
no
an
plot
attempt.
armor.
I drew a whole blueprint. I'll show it to you later. Don't worry.
Wait.
And yes, Dresden, you've noticed that there's a little bit of like evolution going on. These bees are now sea bees.
Where the
as far
fuck did
as you
these
can tell.
flowers
It's
come
strange.
from?
Yeah.
CBs.
Oh, no beach out of reach.
GBs.
Yeah.
could we
Little bees
tell
with,
like
bandanas on.
could we tell would this grow, do you think, or does it need heat or rocks, or what was it
Yeah.
planted in when it was
I mean,
at
you
the
saw
lava?
it was planted in basically growing out of that superheated rock in the lava. So to replenish this thing, you might need to find another superheated rock or some sort.
We have that spell, like earth rock thing, but we can manipulate the earth or something.
What?
But I don't know if that means heat. That scroll, right?
Oh.
I can
For
put
the
it. I can
elemental.
basically put it because I have a bunch of like rocks that I've collected over time that I use to like make different colored paint. So I'll just put some rocks, some black rock in there in the bucket. Put the flour in that, and I'll just kind of keep heating it up for quite a while with with my spells.
Do you want me to just hold it?
Oh, sure.
Rezik,
Want to hold it for a while? Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
Roll me.
I run hot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be at least knowledgeable enough to know, Rezik. Like, I mean, plants grow slowly, and they grow over a long period of time. So to make this thing grow, or to grow back its pollen or something like that, you'd probably need like a permanent kind of heat source heating this thing for a very, very long amount of time, continuously. Now there's still
Like a
quite bit in
volcano?
this bulb, like a bucket of lava. Yeah, or a cauldron of lava.
I wonder if those runes that we had seen that came from under that, under the ice. It was Caldarnix, right? I wonder if that would be
Caldarnix.
something that could heat this up. Yeah.
Yeah, they had those rocks that were pretty warm, that were hanging all around that inn, that were just kind of creating heat inside.
Yeah, I wanted
So
to
it's definitely
purchase some of those, but we had to get out of there pretty fast.
Yeah, that's going around with us. To leave places
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Pretty typical.
Yeah.
I'll construct some kind of
Yeah, I guess it's just
mechanism.
not Pup and me, by the way. It's everyone.
But I mean, at least next time we stop somewhere, we can get the dinghy fixed because it's writ on Dresden's armor, so I won't forget this time.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. The last place we were at for less than 24 hours and a plague broke out, and now we're here. So,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
in fact, I'm going to
How
go learn how
warm-
to repair a dinghy right now. Someone take the helm.
How warm do I run? How hot am I? Like how warm do I run, or do
You're
I not?
warm. You're not hot to the touch, though. You wouldn't burn somebody.
we just like put
but
it
like if
on a torch,
someone
maybe?
tied the flower to me, it wouldn't be hot enough.
Probably not hot enough considering
Okay.
it was like growing in magma. Yeah.
That's too
Sure.
bad. That's a really good idea. I like that. Darn it.
And
Yeah.
I would get to be the Ivysaur.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe we can head back to that town and try to find something that could help with that.
Yeah. I'll totally get us back to the town.
What? Help with what?
Oh, with
Yeah,
the
just
with,
the-
In
with
this
the flower.
flower
No.
bomb.
Head around the island.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
I mean, you might want to
Give
just.
me a
Oh yeah, I
survival
forgot
check
where
with
we
disadvantage.
were. We're trapped. We're trapped in this hole.
Oh no shit. Survival?
Mhm.
Where the fuck is survival on here?
With advantage because I'm helping as the second pup.
It's like
It's a
at the very
it's a
bottom.
19.
Ooh. There we go. Yeah, Dresden, you managed to, and again, that rock structure hanging from the rope helps a lot with navigating the reefs and the shallow banks in this area.
Looking good over there.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Where are
True
you headed? Are you
swashbuckler.
trying to head around and then back to Eddard's End, that town?
Yeah, I mean,
don't
that
know.
seems like a fairly good place. Just keep
Whatever he
heading-
tells me.
Head south until we hit the town. Just, stay off the
Alright.
reef, and
Yeah.
you should be
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so you guys, it'll take you about a day to get back there. So
I don't think I'm
Dresden
gonna get
takes the
tired.
helm. What are the rest of you guys doing while Dresden's driving the boat?
Taking a day rest. It seems like, right?
I'm
Okay.
fixing the
Cornelia
dinghy.
conks out early. Cowwise, roll me an intelligence check to try and.
Are we still on the coast?
You're on the boat.
Okay, can I wait until we get closer to the coast because I get double my proficiency if we're closer?
Well, it's an intelligence check. Intelligence check,
and
not
I
a
get,
proficiency.
I get advantage on intelligence and wisdom checks on the coast.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Well,
I double my
sure,
proficiency.
sure. This counts. As you're close enough to the coast for that.
Oh, take us in real close. I got us.
Okay, so
Too close. Too close.
nice. And it was an intelligence?
Intelligence check. So it's just a D20. Add your intelligence.
Yeah, so
Modifier.
that's wait, where is it?
Intelligence is it?
24.
24
Yes.
for your intelligence check.
I think you just.
Yeah, I got a
added
17 plus 1, and then I get to double my proficiency.
Oh, it's not a. No, this is just an intelligence check. It's not a proficiency.
But I'm on the coast. This is why I was
No,
asking.
you are in the
Real
it's
close,
intelligence-
too.
Intelligence. So it'll say intelligence checks, like any of the intelligence skills. This is just a straight up intelligence check. Just D20
Okay.
plus your
Whatever
You
it
got
says,
17,
plus or
18?
minus.
18. That's way over enough. So you pretty much plan out like how this dinghy broke and how you're gonna repair it. You draw up all the plans in your mind and you're like, you get like a solid blueprint of how this thing's gonna be fixed. You might need some materials that you don't have readily on the ship, but you have the whole blueprint solidly locked into your head of exactly what you're gonna need.
Okay.
Anyone else? What are you guys doing? Anyone else? Anything? While Dresden takes
I'm
you-
literally waiting on Pup and Cornelia hand and foot, just whatever they need. I'm getting it for them, and I'm saying thank you a lot, like way too much. Thank you so much. Like you're saving my life. Thank you so. And what do you need?
You
Oh,
say
thank you so much.
one more time.
I'm using this.
I might actually throw you off the boat.
Oh, I'm like, oh, can I have some tea? Can't my feet hurt?
Of course. Whatever you
I
need.
would
Whatever you
like
need.
a hot bath, please.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll get a bath ready for you. Thank you so much. By the way, thank you.
Oh, my shoulders hurt too.
Eventually, you get like a little bell, and you just.
all
Use minor
Can I just
illusion,
keep
just
you
like a
on
little.
message?
Yeah, you're using message. Oh, yes. Whatever you need. Yes, I'll get it. Yep, right away.
Trust. What are you doing tonight? Oh, sorry. Pup.
I have one more
sorry,
thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I Pup just like laying there, feet up, Angie. I realize I haven't looked up to see if there's any threads where we are.
Yeah. You look up and everyone has threads, but they're disconnected from that big mass that you had seen, that big mass of destiny. Every time you go kind of across to the other side in these strange little pocket dimensions, all the threads seem to go just off into the universe. Normally you can see this giant jumble of all of the human races and all the races, the giant jumble of destiny and fate all intertwining, moving, everything moving in this giant jumble. And here, free, almost.
Got it.
A little unsettling, but free. And you can see everyone has a thread still attached to them. Everyone who has a life and a future has a thread.
Because at the last place, no one had threads.
Yeah, the last place
In
you went
Hojo?
to
In Hojo, no one had threads.
was a interesting because it was a holding ground for rebirth, purgatory. It was like almost like that place was a whisper.
Quiet. Cool.
And when you guys were there, it definitely gave you the sense that like you felt empty and hollow. And here, not so much.
Cool.
Just yeah. Daye, what did you say Trust was doing?
Well, Jumble of Destiny is my new band name, and I think I'm just, I don't know, telling stories to Pup while they recover, and keeping them company, because I know how much they like to run around and climb, but they need to rest their weary little burned legs.
And Pup's
Cozy.
there's some
So I'm
thick
entertaining
gauzes wrapped
Pup.
around your legs, Pup. You have these giant kind of thick gauzed legs that almost look like just giant white tubes up in little stirrups almost, just hanging there.
Yeah, I'm just keeping them
Dresden,
company, distracting.
You take them around, and Rezik, you work through the night hand and foot. Cornelia,
You got it. Yes.
amazing
Yes.
at finding things to do. More and more and more, just always finding the next thing. An art form to those around. But Rezik, there's a moment when the moon is at its highest. You start to feel out of breath a little bit, and you have to take a breather at the stairs, and it hits you very, very quickly. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh gosh. Okay. Ooh. Yay. That is an 18.
18. You feel a pain deep within your heart. You can feel the taint of the crimson madness almost tearing at your heart from the inside, like 1,000 small needles poking you over and over and over.
That's a familiar
again.
feeling.
And it passes, but not for a while. And you guys downstairs, you would notice Rezik kind of just falls to one knee for a second, holding his chest.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cornelia. I dropped your. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just that was it. Just for a good couple minutes.
I dropped your tea, Cornelia. I'm so sorry. I'll get you some more tea. I thank you again. By the way, 1 second. I just like leave and go get some more.
Rezik, stop.
Huh?
Why don't you come and rest with me? We can read a book together.
Oh, well, I would love to read you guys a book. Sure, yeah. Okay. Yes.
I'm sorry you're
Book
hurting.
time. No, I'm sorry that you two I love you guys so much. I love this whole team so much. You literally, I feel bad. I should have been the one like went in there, and then you guys just immediately volunteered without even thinking about it, and I
you
really appreciate
couldn't have
that.
Done it. It was a Pup and Cornelia sort of thing. I'm
What did
sorry. Yeah.
Well, I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna just kind of give a little tap to both their legs from me kind of like being next to them. Oh, sorry.
No, it doesn't. Actually, I'm feeling much better. We can probably take the bandages off now.
Nope. Leave them on. Dresden said that you need to keep these on for a while, so keep them on. No, Pup. Stop that.
Pup's gonna need a
Right.
cone. Pup's not gonna stop messing with it.
Okay.
I'm
you guys do
trying
that,
to act as like a cone in like distracting Pup. Like that was my intention of like
Yes,
telling
yes.
jokes and stories
Mhm.
and entertaining and like look over here, look over there, look over here,
Yeah,
look over
yeah.
here,
No,
dancing
yeah,
lights.
Yeah, Trust is gonna tell the. Why don't you tell the story? And you'll do dancing lights. I'll do some illusion stuff in the background and make it even more interesting. Hopefully, we can together
And if you
distract
want-
them.
And if you want to tell a story, I can do some nice music to go along with it and just make it real dramatic like.
Yes. Okay. All right. Great.
Or then I'm probably gonna pass
Uh,
out like 30 seconds in.
Yeah. So Trust casts Doggy Cone as Rezica, what book are you pulling out to read?
Ooh, one of my favorite books. It's a whole series of stories about different witches, and this one's actually about this one princess who got tricked by a witch. They sold them a really nice little music box with a little mirror inside of it, and then the mirror actually trapped the princess inside of it, and the witch took their place. And the whole yeah. And then but it kind of goes into a whole thing where like eventually the princess finds a way to trick the witch back into the music box, and they trade places again, and she has her life back.
And you notice as you're telling this story, about halfway through, Slug comes and sits down. He stares at you. And you know he can't hear. But you just stare, and he's just staring at you. Yeah. Roll me a performance check with disadvantage. This is specific.
Disadvantage. Okay.
For
Specifically for Slug.
Performance. So that's 14.
14. You end, and he waits a good 5 more minutes after the stories end.
Oh, hey.
And then he gets up and just walks back up the deck. You guys sail through the night. As the sun just starts peeking over the horizon, without any kind of disturbance or anything really that catches your eye other than Dresden while you're steering the ship. Schools of fish, and some very large fish, every once in a while just fly by through the air here.
You better not hit us.
You turn in, and you see that there's a big lighthouse at the end, marking Eddard's entrance, and you kind of just sail your boat in, and as you come in, those of the guard there see you, recognize you, call you in, and they start
Help.
waving over to those that pull those vines out that you guys had asked to pull the vines and then close them and then open them and then close them again. Yeah.
Just do it.
I took it. Get out of the way. Trim the sails.
The Rising
Come on.
Tide. Those are the Rising Tide crew that had run the place. They open it up.
Get on the
You
ballista.
guys managed to land using Kelwise's
Love that
direction.
thing.
You managed to pull into that harbor, that secret place, and you guys they closed those big vine blinds ish behind you guys, shrouding your ship just in case Dick Waylander, this octopus man on the high seas who has this army of crazy psychos full of the Crimson Madness, just in case he comes a knocking, you guys are hidden and taken care of.
If Dick Waylander comes a knocking, don't.
Don't answer. Yeah.
Don't answer.
And Pup,
So we have a saying, screw that guy.
Yeah, we just got saying around here.
Ruin that.
and Pup, you'd be the first to notice. You guys land, and you kind of wake up. You smell something. This spice, intense spice, coming from the jail room where the beehive is.
The spice must flow.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
what's up with the bees?
What's up with the flowers? I didn't even know we had them.
I don't. But the honey, the honey smells weird.
Oh, maybe they're done.
It smells so bad down here.
Wait, what are they doing?
Maybe it's ready. Maybe.
Yeah.
They were taking the flower, right? Are we supposed to do something with that?
It's gonna be really bad if we needed that. Otherwise,
Well, we're
you
gonna.
know.
Yeah.
Healing honey.
Up
Healing
get it.
honey.
Come on, get in there.
Go get it.
Yeah.
You get it. You're the one that has the friendship.
Okay, let me do.
And Pup, almost like she has, they have like garbage cans stuck to their legs, kind of just like wanders around.
Right.
All right, and I'll aid Pup. I that's gonna be.
I don't need any help.
I'm not going anywhere near that.
All right.
And Pup,
It's like gingerbread man.
Pup kind of gingerbread mans their way over, and they when you look at the honey, you can see kind of like look in there, and these bees are very tolerant. They're very tolerant bees. Usually when you're trying to steal their honey, bees get really ornery and try and attack you. These bees, cool as a cucumber.
Hey, man.
It's almost you get the
Isn't that
sense
for everybody?
Dresden, you get the sense that these blue collar bees are like, we get stuff done, man. Take some honey, we'll make more.
Yeah.
We'll make more.
These are like
Put 'em on
some
back.
sweet ass communist bees. Yeah, there's a commune of them.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Like a bee joke.
And Pup, you see, mixed in with all the other honey in these
Wait,
brackets
so are
of
you you're
honeycombs.
trying to say that they're combies?
Yes, they're dirty combies.
Oh
think that's
no,
the
and their
title of the
honey
episode.
just turned red, didn't it?
You
Red
look at their
Dawn.
honey, and you see some of the honey in these little hexagonal squares has this orange glow to it. This bright orange, not the same amber that honey is. It's a bright orangish glow to it, and a sheen in some parts of it. It's clear as day which parts of the honey was made from this magma lotus.
Put the honey in a jar.
Okay, so you put that honey in a jar, and it's maybe enough for 2 doses, we'll say, of this honey. And they worked extra hard. You're not sure they'd be able to do that again so fast, but
I give them all
you
little
know.
kisses.
Okay, yeah, and
Yeah, it's the proletariat
roll me a
bees
handle animal.
coming to our rescue.
Animal handling. 6.
Oh no.
You're kissing these bees. Yeah, and these bees are like, trying to get away. They're just not fast enough. Pup, you snatching them out of the air and kissing them. Yeah. But they get back to work, doing what they do best, which is getting shit done. They're get shit done kind of bees. But you have these 2 vials and you smell them, and there's this odor, almost a peppery kind of odor to this honey, and it smells sweet, but it's spicy. This honey's hot. It burns your nostrils when you smell it. You can only imagine eating this stuff. It's gonna be spicy.
That's not me.
So yeah, Eric Haradi and I prepared some tea and get over there to start preparing these for me and Steve. And I'm just like, at first I questioned the bees, Pup, but I mean, now that we, oh God, oh that is strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be rough going down for sure.
Man, burns the nostrils.
Ugh.
Good luck.
Oh no! All right. Ugh.
And Eric
All
Haradi
right.
kind of touches your shoulder and says, "You should probably drink the whole thing, unfortunately."
The whole.
Just to
Good
make sure
news.
the dose works. I don't want you to waste any of it.
Okay. Here we go. I just down it. Gonna down the whole
You
thing.
down the tea. Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh
right now.
You better keep it down. You better fucking keep it down.
In the
Hold that
future,
in.
I am going to send all of you those insanely hot jelly beans. Anyone who drinks these.
No.
Actually, I have some whiskey that like hits real strong. So 1 second.
I have those
Oh,
spicy
God.
jelly beans.
All right,
Good.
just saying.
Give 'em
in
to
the
Bobby.
future.
Why
So
people
so
make
you
such
guys,
terrible
you guys
things?
watch
They're
Rezik.
just gross.
There you go.
Rezik.
This one
roll me
is-
a quick
Is
give me
that
a
quarter
con save.
horse? Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
it's quarter
baby.
horse. I got
It's a Monday
I
night. Have at it.
Watch his face.
got a dirty 20, but 1 second, let me do this.
Should we do a
dirty 20.
full on
You
his
guys look at
face?
me. Oh,
That's the face.
Oh, that's a commitment.
Acting.
I can't talk.
Good.
you guys see that?
Good.
And Rezik just sits there, and Rezik doesn't make a meal out of it, but you know that just tears start to flow nonstop.
I
For
can't
good,
wait
like
to see
15,
Steve.
15
It's the
minutes.
madness leaving. You're just crying it
Red
out.
tears.
And Rezik, you feel really good. You feel much better than you felt in a long time, and that pain in your heart, it's not gone, but it feels contained, as if someone smoothed out all the edges. And Steve,
Okay.
the same thing. Steve, if you're in chat, roll me a Constitution save as you drink this tea laced with bees.
And Pup and Cornelia both get like very you get big hugs that are just you get just tears. There's all over your shoulders now, just
Ew.
tears
Stop
everywhere.
it.
Oh,
Slobber.
Ew, slobber. I'm too short for
The nose is
slobber.
ruddy.
I'm
Sorry,
avoiding
sorry.
it. I'm dodging it.
Yeah, so you guys pull into. You guys are in port.
Oh, you're muted, Kate.
Same with
Never
Steve.
mind.
Steve also takes this tea, sits down next to Rezik, and just both of them waterworks. They're totally
Real
fine.
stoics
Totally
over
fine.
here.
Just like tears flowing from their eyes as their mouths. For a moment, Rezik, you're like, I don't know if this is worse. I might rather just die because this is
Basically.
spicy.
You're drinking a volcano right now.
Yeah. But it also kind of tastes good.
Magma.
It's got this
Magma.
almost cinnamon flavor to it. It kind of tastes good if it wasn't for the pain. This
We could
severe
sell
pain.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you
Well,
think?
we're not
What do you
going
think they call
back.
it?
So.
During the
I mean,
holidays.
obviously, the tagline would be "Taste the volcano," but hot honey.
Hot honey.
That's a good slogan. You can taste the volcano.
Yeah.
Taste the volcano.
Branding.
What do you call it? Magma.
Mag.
Plasma.
Magma.
So you guys have landed in port. Most of you got a rest. Dresden kind of stayed up, steering the boat, keeping you on course. What do you guys want to do?
I've got a parts list to go find in town to fix the dinghy. I thought it all out over the last day. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna go off to do that. Anyone want to come? No takers. Okay.
No, you'll probably
Yeah.
need help carrying stuff. I'll come with you.
Yeah, that means wood and pitch and things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
so
help
Kelwise,
carry.
A
Dresden,
tiny bit.
Cornelia.
You have no feet.
I still have arms.
It's fine. Stay here. Pretend the bees. Kiss the bees.
I'm staying on. You can help me come up with a new song. We can write one about this.
The hot bee.
Okay. And
Yes, we'll
Rezik,
write a
what are you
hot
doing?
bee song.
Cowboys.
Yes.
While you're in town, can you look for things that can keep things warm? Something magical, maybe.
So, like, not fire and wood and coals.
No,
Something-
like something that won't burn the ship down, maybe, but will keep the flour hot.
Just ask
Okay.
around.
Okay. Ask around for magical fire source. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Magical sterno. Sure.
Yeah.
Trust, Rezik, Pup. You guys stay on the ship, making a beautiful new song about hot honey. You can taste the volcano.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dresden.
How's it
Spicy
going?
bee,
How's it going,
spicy
Trust?
bee, spicy bee, spicy bee, spicy bee, spicy bee.
Hot honey!
You can taste the volcano.
Just like that.
So as we're walking away, like there's the, I'm assuming that curtain of vines and stuff, and from behind it, clearly just the biggest sound ever. Hiding.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dresden, Kelwise, Cornelia, you guys. You guys get off the boat and you guys head off into town to find the parts you need, finally, to fix the dinghy, amongst other things. And I think that's where we're gonna stop for the evening.
Fantastic.
We'll pick up.
All
here.
right.
Actually, no. We won't be back next week. Next week is 4th of July, so we're gonna celebrate. Everyone, please have a wonderful 4th of July. Celebrate safely.
Safe, happy.
Celebrate your
celebration.
independence by blowing up a small part of it, is what I recommend.
Yeah, exactly. But safely.
That's funny. But safely. Yes. We will be back a week from Monday with more of our campaign. We'll see what shenanigans they get up to in Eddard's End. If they can find the parts to fix the dinghy, wouldn't that be funny if they just didn't have the parts? No. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I had
Sounds
to make one more joke.
hilarious.
You guys are like, no. Okay. I think that's it. That's it for tonight's stream. Thank you so much. We'll be back on Wednesday with a rerun at 9 a.m. Pacific. So if you want to come hang out and watch a rerun with us, or Friday we have our DM office hours where Cullen and Cullen, Bobby, and I we just hang out and talk D&D stuff. I don't know what our topics are gonna be, but we love that's
We'll
kind of
figure it
a
out.
discussion where we would love to hear your thoughts on a bunch of stuff.
It doesn't
week we
matter. They
talked
don't
about-
stay on topic, so.
Also true.
That's true.
Also very
If you'd like to
true.
help- if you like us if you'd like to help us get off topic, we encourage that too. That'll be Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. So come hang out with us for that. We'd love to have you. Other than that, please everybody have a wonderful evening. Have a great week. Take care of yourself. Make sure to take care of each other, and we will see you next time on -1 Charisma. Happy 4th. Be safe. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.